you guys sound about level, I think. So that should hopefully be
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not recording, so that's your guys' job to level audio.
Is that any better? Probably not. I don't know why I'm
Indeed.
asking.
For some reason, it sounds like you got just a little bit quieter again. So
Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with that.
What?
just a tiny bit. Hang on, I gotta readjust.
What? Okay, dude.
Okay, say something entertaining. Go for it. I need to hear these levels here.
How many penguins are there?
That is a truly great question. How many penguins are there? I've definitely not heard that 8 bajillion times.
Like in all, like the whole world, like how many penguins? Are we talking about in a room, or are we talking about like how many you kidnapped, or what are we talking about?
How many penguins is about 6 of them?
I think I know the answer to this one. I'd like to ring in.
Okay.
Like the
Is
buzz?
it 6?
No.
I always say, well, it's about 6, so there's got to be some variation.
So like
Awesome.
The
five-
funniest answer I've ever heard is 5.5.
5.5. What happened to the one penguin, man? What happened to him?
What did they do to my boy?
Dude,
What
I
if
want
it's, like,
justice for this
5
poor penguin.
penguins and a baby penguin. Like, that's the half. Be a
Yeah, but
penguin.
that's
Technically,
a
wouldn't that
baby
be still
penguin.
a
Is
whole
a baby
penguin?
penguin really half a penguin, or is it's still full? I believe.
I mean, do you think children are actual people? Personally, I do not.
Yeah, they're people
True,
with just
I-
not enough software updates, bro.
I have wondered, yes.
They are the Windows 4.
They haven't received their updates yet. I don't like that face, man. I still don't like that face. That is the most disturbing icon for any sound effect I've ever seen.
What's the red one? Is it? Oh, it's eggplant.
Why do you think it's a boy? He's a boy.
Okay.
Wait, was that a was that an audio clip, or was that actually you speaking in your mic? I couldn't tell.
I'm insulted that you even have to ask that,
Your microphone is garbage, so you shouldn't be surprised.
bro. And it's getting worse somehow, and I don't know. I don't know what
is.
to do.
I think you guys are about even right now, but once Wistful gets in here, it's gonna mess up everything. So I'm ready.
Awesome.
But yeah, you guys are about leveled, I think. I
I
can
am
never
curious.
tell for sure.
Our mics are both not very good. Both of us.
Was this just the only time where everybody was free?
Yes.
Yeah, technically, yeah. Yesterday was
Yesterday.
close. We almost had it yesterday, but I wasn't feeling very well myself, and Carpal was kind of on the fence about it too. It sounded like so. It just didn't really happen yesterday, but today officially we are good to go. I think so long as Wistful remembers, because that's happened in the past.
Hold on, let me
Sorry,
Oh, trust me, planning stuff with Wistful. I've known this man for like 8 years of my life. I damn well know it's.
We've
I
come
think
to
it's
expect
fun.
very little from him now.
Not only has he fallen asleep during it, but he's
Yes.
fallen asleep like twice before it. And
He's
not me.
fallen asleep in it too, in
In
the
it.
podcast.
We had to
That has
stop.
happened also. Luckily, that video never made it out to the public, but yeah, that happened. I will be
Oh
there
my
in 20 minutes. What?
20 men? Oh my god, bro.
This man. This man.
Wistful
Hang
some
on.
classic.
Yeah, you know that, right? Hang on.
I give him a time. Guys, I'll be there 30 minutes from now.
5 hours later,
there.
I'm here, guys. Don't worry, it's fine.
I'm being fully honest with you. If he's 30 minutes late, I probably will I'm gonna lose steam at like 12:30. So
I
We've
would not
waited
blame
is
you.
an hour, and he didn't show up.
That did happen too. Yes. The memories.
I don't believe we've ever met before, Mr. Narmonix.
See,
Oh, I
he
don't
gets
like
my
that.
name
I don't
right.
like that. I
You,
don't like
Carpal,
don't
and
like that.
Wistful never get it right. So thank you for getting
Is it
my
not
name.
Narmonix? Is it?
Well, I changed my name recently, so I used to go by Not Lad. That used to be my name. It's actually my name backwards, which is cool. Cool fun fact about it. But there was too many with the same name out there on the internet, so the name had to change. And
My name is too.
yours is not original.
Laprak. Is that Carpal backwards? Laprak. My name.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Laprak.
That's it.
You know, I actually like that
like a
better.
fucking
Laprak.
Pokemon.
Kind of like that.
It-
Yeah, I like
Isn't
it.
there a Pokemon like Lapras or something?
Press.
Yes. I know, like, if you
Lapras.
take Onyx out of my name, that's a Pokemon, so, you know, there you go.
Narm?
Rock solid, if I do say so
Narm?
myself.
There's no way there's one named Narm.
Narm?
Narm?
That would be the best, though. I'd love a Pokemon named Narm. I'd be like, Narm.
I feel like there is. Hold on.
Oh, man, I hope so.
There-
That'd
well,
be
there's
so
this
cool if I
big
was named
dude
after two
on it.
Pokemon.
Dude,
Now
Gen
that is
Gen
a
9
flex.
Pokemon have some goofy names.
Or you get a Pokemon with the name Murdar. I'd be a little concerned with that one. Murdar. I don't
It's my favorite Pokemon.
Absolutely.
Penguin.
Actually, what would be your favorite Pokemon?
I would have to remember one. I liked the little water dude. I think his name was Oshawott when I was younger.
Oshawott.
Oh, the otter?
Yeah, the otter.
Actually,
How
don't
do you
remember
get
that one.
quieter?
Dude,
Pretty soon he's just gonna fade out of
Okay.
existence. We might as well
Yeah.
say our final words to you before you disappear into
Put a finger
oblivion.
down if you want to finger me.
There's like
I
a
do
pretty
not.
pretty close three-way tie for my favorite Pokemon.
Oh, do tell. Do tell.
Dragapult, Piplup, and then
I remember. Piplup.
the I'm forget why am I brain farting on his name? The Gen 5 Zekrom. The big
Zekrom?
black dragon.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice, very nice.
Anyone brain fart name.
The ones I like are
Ooh,
insanely
green.
dark in their backstories. I don't know if there's something
You
behind
Drifloon
that.
fan?
Wait, they have backstory.
The Drifloon Kadabra lovers when they're just like
Mm.
basically the most fucked up Pokemon ever.
I thought
It's not the one I'm going for, but that is right though. Yeah,
I
some of
thought
them
they were
just
just
have the
animals.
darkest story. Like Cubone,
Dude.
where's the skull of its mother? The one that I actually like is like Mimikyu.
Mimikyu that wants
Mimikyu.
that wants to be Pikachu.
Yes, that one too. Also
The
fairly
only
dark
Pikachu
backstory.
clone to ever work.
I do kind of like that one though. I liked the design originally when they brought that one out, and then the story behind it just kind of like it. Not gonna lie.
Togedemaru, my beloved.
You
Wait.
you guys watching anything as of recent?
Oh, hey, you're gonna be proud of me. I'm watching an anime.
Oh, okay.
I
what is it?
started a brand new anime. I gotta get the name right, so let me look at it real quick. What is the title of this? Because it is the Japanese name for it is a little different. So there's also an English
I'll take either.
translation of the name. So
I'll
find it.
take either.
Okay, as soon as I find it here, Amy, give me a sec. Talk amongst yourself for the meantime. I cannot find the
Okay.
tab where this is open.
I
You watching anything?
during camo grinding, I watched the entirety of Star Wars: The Clone Wars again.
Oh, yeah, you told me
good
about that.
series,
And we
very
already
good series.
We already talked about your favorite arc. It was the Darth Maul one that I can't remember the name of.
I'm a big fan of Malevolence, but I think like
yeah.
objectively the Darth Maul arcs are probably better.
Did you see Star
Wait,
Wars
is
Rebels,
that not
by the way?
Malevolence? Am I stupid? Is Malevolence not the Darth Maul one?
Malevolence is like literally like the second arc in the show. It's a big ass.
Oh, hell no. That one's way significantly worse.
Yeah, no,
What?
it's purely rose tinted glasses. That's what I mean.
It's purely nostalgia. I get that. Okay.
I had like when I was a kid, I had like the disc box with that one on it, and I'd watch it all the time.
Yeah, and Plo Koon is just the goat in that one.
Yep.
Mhm.
But no, I agree. There's significantly better arcs. Like probably objectively the best Clone Wars arc I think is Umbara or the like
Or the
the
last one.
Mandalorian Darth Maul. Yeah.
Mm. Have you seen Star Wars Rebels, by the way?
I have seen all of Rebels, all of Clone Wars, and all of Bad Batch.
Okay,
Not
I haven't seen Bad
I've
Batch yet.
seen Rebels and I've seen Clone Wars.
Nice. Yeah, I absolutely love both the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. Both those Rebels just had an awesome story to it, and I fell in love with that one. And the Clone Wars is just it's good. It's good.
I'm gonna be honest. In terms of like pure quality, I think Bad Batch is the best of all three of them.
Really, it's that good.
Well,
I
that's
would say I think
entirely
overall
fair.
Clone Wars is better because Clone Wars has Clone Wars highs are a lot better than Bad Batch highs, but Bad Batch is basically like a consistent like good quality minus like the first half of the first season.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
where it's
I,
kind
I,
of-
stopped, I
makes sense.
stopped watching it after like 3 episodes. So I'm like, this is kind of weird and kind
The
of.
first episode is really good. The second episode is
I
kind of
agree.
mid, and
The first
then
episode
the
was like a movie, and then the rest were I didn't like them very much.
Huh.
well, it was like pretty kid showy. It was kind of how Rebel started, where it
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
there was like there's like some goofy little
You don't
adventures
really
that had
take
like
it
no
seriously
stakes.
at first. Yeah.
And then the Empire starts fucking up. Like they start doing fucked up shit. They brought back the Zillo Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Zillo Beast cone finally showed
Oh,
up.
Really? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that was in the final season. They had like there was like a massive clone trooper or like a clone commando arc where it was like here's how they trained all the stormtroopers and like they used clone commandos to do it. Then in like the
Interesting.
final season they're basically like attacking the Empire's like Fort Knox.
Huh. I gotta check it out. I mean, if you're giving Bad Batch that much praise, I guess I'll have to see.
Again, I
wanna-
think past I'm not like I don't want to give a ton of spoilers, but like past the Captain Rex episode in season 1, I think is when it gets good.
Okay.
Before that, there's like the first episode is pretty good, and then there's like 6 episodes of kind of mid,
Okay. Okay.
and then once you get to like the Captain Rex episode, that's pretty good. And then there's like 2 more episodes in season 1 that I think you could like aren't really necessary. They just
Okay.
exist for like one of the characters to backstory up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes they'll do that. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, what was the name now, lad?
Of the anime.
Yeah.
All right, I got it up. I'm gonna give you the Japanese version because I can't seem to find the English version. But Kawaii Dek Ja Nai Shakamori-san. Probably butchered that, but that's the one. It's not what I expected it to be, but
That does not sound like something anyone has heard of.
have,
say that
so you've
one more
never heard
time?
of this one.
Can you say it one more time?
Oh, man. Kawaii Dek Ja Ni Shakamori-san. It's the best I can do it, man.
Okay, so Shikamori. Okay. Why
I
do you
saw
wanna-
a video of it on Instagram, so I want to check it out. The moral of the story is basically that there's a boyfriend and a girlfriend who are the main characters of the story. The boyfriend has
I-
huge bad luck, and she is like the exact opposite, where she'll basically save his life in every episode from something happening. And it's interesting. It's not quite what I was expecting, to be honest. I think it's more like a romantic comedy of sorts.
That
So
is
I don't
exactly
know if
what I would expect from looking at that. That is
Yeah.
like the exact show I would think it would be.
yeah. So it's not quite what I was expecting. I don't know if I'm as into it as I'd like, but it was something I was checking out. I saw a video for it. The scene I saw was pretty funny, so I wanted to see more. So checked it out. I don't know if I'd recommend it to anybody, but it's not bad. It's like it's pretty decent, very wholesome. So, that's not
I'm
bad.
the most casual anime fan ever.
Yeah. Well, I'm not very
I've
much
watched
of a big
Dragon
anime
Ball
fan.
and One Punch Man.
Have you?
Yeah.
I haven't seen either, so you're better than
My
me.
brother's been raving about Punch Man, so that is one that's on my list that I really do want to see.
One Punch Man actually really good, but Dragon Ball I mostly just watch because it's kind of funny.
That
It's
one, I don't know
funny.
if I can get into it yet. I've seen scenes and stuff, but nothing is really pulling me in. That's the only thing
It's
about that
honestly, it's probably not worth it.
one. No,
No, I agree.
No,
I've heard
just-
fans that once they get into it, they're all about it. So there's got to be something that is really
The-
intriguing about it, but I don't know.
Z and Super are pretty okay, and the very Dragon Ball base not great.
Okay. Didn't they make a
Like the
movie
very-
out of it too? Like
They've
a live
there
action
are
movie?
a metric shit ton of movies.
I-
Oh yeah,
Was there
there's a
actually?
live action movie.
The Broly movie was amazing, but
Which
like, all
Broly
it-
movie?
Oh, I have no idea.
Was it like old animation or was it like modern?
No, it was very modern. It was
Okay,
insane.
yeah, that the Super Broly movie.
Hmm.
Like, did Broly have black hair most of the time, or
No.
green?
Yeah.
I liked green phase of that character. Just saying, love that guy. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Broly, my beloved.
No, I actually have no idea who you guys are talking about, so I couldn't tell you. I've only seen very few animes, but some of them I've seen have been really good. Like, I loved Pacific Rim: The Deep, which was an anime they brought out. Very good. Spy X Family, that's a classic comedy and kind of fun. So I like that one too. Whoa, what is this you're pulling up on stream, my
I
man?
haven't updated this in a while.
Oh, you
I'm
literally
putting-
have a list. Wow.
Yeah, I'm changing this to a 2.
Wait, what was your number one? Oh, code geese?
Sorry.
I don't know how to pronounce that. Geese? Geese.
These are the currently watching, not the.
Okay. Oh,
So
Naruto
Green's
got
currently
pretty high
watching.
in that list too. That's
What do
one
I
my
have it
brother
as?
was huge on, but I don't know if I saw much of that one.
cannot watch Naruto. It is.
I'm curious about it. I have not seen it though.
I don't remember. I think I'm on like 460 now.
Are you really?
It's very overrated, but like the peaks are like super peak, but it has really low lows.
Okay.
Honestly, like, my whole thing with for a really long time I've had it's hard for me to get into like the art styles of anime, like, most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of my big hurdle. And if the story isn't
too.
like really good, or like with Dragon Ball, it's mostly just goofy.
Okay.
Like, I don't take Dragon Ball seriously at all. But if it's trying to take itself seriously, like, at all, and then it does some like goofy shit, or there's just a shit ton of filler, I can't really watch it. I don't know why.
There's one that you, Carpal, showed me that had just some of the most obscure and odd things I have ever seen before in my life for an anime.
I'm at
That
84.
Is that what it is? I couldn't tell what was happening every moment. It was like, it was
What are you
so
talking about?
strange. You showed me
Oh,
footage of
Gintama?
one.
That's
and
literally my favorite show of all time.
get him up. I didn't know what was going on. So many things were happening. I was so confused, man.
That is my favorite TV show of all time.
I cannot figure out why yet. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it, but from everything you showed me, we watched some of those scenes for quite some time.
It's super funny, man. I don't know.
Careful, did you XP farm at all this weekend for your augments?
Fuck no.
Damn it, man. Come on.
Dude, I did. I'm prestige master now.
Just set
So
up the
happy.
AFK macro.
Yeah, I'm very generous when I rate things because I kind of enjoy most things.
It surprises me that you have not actually been playing that much Black Ops 6, Carpal. I really thought you'd be playing a lot more of that.
Hey, I enjoy the Easter eggs and I do the Easter eggs. That's all I need.
But the
I feel like
camo
with
grinding,
Me, I
the
play the
prestiging,
game for really only the day one Easter eggs right now, and like I'll probably do speeds when the game's like all done, but that's like 2 years from now. There's just so much that can change, and I'd rather just wait till like we have a set meta and like nothing's really gonna fuck with it.
Sure. So you do speedrunning yourself, huh?
Very little. Just for like the longest time, I didn't have time to like sit down and do 1,000+ runs. And then also, like, whenever I do speedruns, I'm very perfectionist. So like
gotcha.
if I get like 3 or 4 red splits in a row, it just kind of fucks with me. And then I have to, and then I reset, even though like totally recoverable.
I gotcha.
Just
So
what's a major historical fumble that I can compare
That's a good
Uzumaki to?
question.
The worst fumble since. What are we thinking?
In like
you can't
everybody's history, or just like
Yeah, in any event in history. What is a major fumble?
Wistful's the only speedrunner I ever knew before, so I'd have to say I saw a pretty bad run of Zombies in Spaceland he was trying to do. It really fell apart right in the beginning. But he still ran it though. I think somebody wanted him to keep going, so he still ran it. But
I put since Crusher's botched Moon WR attempt. There we go. Okay.
but what do you usually speed run, Penguin?
Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, mainly.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And then outside of zombies, I've done a lot of speedrunning for like Borderlands games.
Oh, that would be cool.
They're rough.
Well, the new
They're
one's
very
coming out.
RNG
Maybe that
dependent.
one will be worthy.
Hopefully.
I will
Getting
admit the trailer
consistency
looked
in
cool.
Borderlands is insane. I think everything in the trailer but the Vault Hunters looks pretty good. Because honestly, the only one I want to play right now is the Siren, and that's usually not a good sign.
See, when I watched like the Game Awards, that was one of the games I was least interested in, just because
Borderlands? Out of all of them,
Great
Borderlands
movie.
was the least? Really?
out of the main ones, not like all the indie games.
Well, I will
All the
say I
sequ-
saw a lot of games that really seem to fit your MO of the kind of games you like to play, so I could see that. I guess I could
Well,
definitely see
obviously
that.
the Elden Ring game is one of them.
There was a lot of games similar to Elden Rings that were coming out,
Yeah,
so I think
sure,
you would be
sure.
very excited for a lot of those.
The Elden Ring spin-off, holy moly.
Hmm.
Yeah, dude. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna surprise everyone.
Dude,
Sure.
I am
I'm
excited.
kind of
for that
amazed of
Indiana Jones.
how much Square has been just like pushing Elden Ring. Like I know why, it's super fucking popular.
Mhm.
Well,
But
it's my favorite game of all time.
I have not played it yet.
I
got
just
to
can't
start
get
with
into
Dark
Souls-likes.
Souls first.
Is it a skill issue, Penguins? Be honest.
I've beaten Demon Souls and I've beaten
Oh, okay.
Bloodborne, but I just like both of those. I just haven't had fun. Like when you beat a boss, you get that nice little adrenaline rush. But just like the general gameplay, like Bloodborne was
It's
fun,
just too rough.
but it was just to me it was just like nah. And I get that Elden Ring is kind of like baby's first Souls like, so I maybe would like it better, but
Yeah.
Wait, Carpal, are you trying to get me to start with the hard one first?
No,
No.
Dark Souls 1 is
Dark Souls 1 is fine.
Okay,
It's-
that's the one I'll be doing soon.
they're both, I would say they're comparable in difficulty.
Dark Souls 1 and Elden Ring, I've seen people play a lot of Dark Souls 1 and it does not look as bad. The one you don't want to start with is Sekiro.
That I've heard.
Don't-
Yeah, I've heard that one's a challenge.
Sekiro is like the last one you play.
That is
Okay,
my
okay.
second favorite game of all time.
So for the content, you're saying I should play that one first.
You should play that one like after you do all the others.
Nah, I'm gonna do it first. It's gonna happen.
There he is.
Well,
There's Mr.
well, there is the guy. 20 minutes late. I can't believe you.
Insane.
Oh shit! I need to.
Alrighty.
I need to add One Piece.
And
Hello? Can
There
you
we
hear
go.
us, my man?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna turn you down. You're a little loud too. Carpal's extra quiet, so I'm giving you a heads up right away.
I don't know what to do. I've tried already many things.
damn it. Yeah, he is really fucking
Yeah.
quiet.
Isn't he though?
Yeah, he is.
This
have
man,
anything
we need to
to
start his
do?
GoFundMe for a new microphone.
We really do.
We really
Is
gotta
your mic
start
that
this.
fucking bad, bro?
Have you not
Uh,
heard his microphone? When he gets really excited, it starts to peak like crazy. It is just the
It
worst.
does, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Dude, I
are
was
looking
in-
at an anime list while waiting for me.
Mine, yes.
We had to like talk about something, and we can't start talking about the fucking day one because you're not here.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. All right, let me pull up OBS. Also,
just a
not
little
lad, I wanted to quickly ask you.
Yes.
About how you wanna. How you,
I
how-
did it.
how-
I admit
how
it.
we're
I killed all those
potentially thinking
kids.
about doing-
I'm sorry. What?
Wait, what?
Nothing. What were you talking about? All right, we
Stories,
ready then?
everybody. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
We gonna.
Alright.
Who wants to lead us in?
Who wants to introduce penguins? You're like,
I mean, you guys know him better than I do, so you guys can do that. But I'm talking an intro here, man. I'm talking about getting us hyped. Carpool,
All
you
right,
always do
I
it
am a
best.
little bit
but...
nervous. I am a little bit nervous because this is the first very special episode of the Wundercast, episode
Yeah.
10, by the way, where we're not just with the normal three of us. We also have our first special guest. because Carpool
Yes.
is considered a co-host. We have our first special
Yeah.
guest on the show. I'm
Bruh.
super excited. I'm super excited. I'm so glad that I got on these guys' butts on getting special guests in here because it's more fun.
Hey, it was
So
gonna
much more
happen.
fun.
We talked about it. It was in the makings. It was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Hi there, About 6penguins. Welcome. Back.
Greetings.
How are you doing? How you doing?
Welcome to the
fine.
cast. Yeah, so today we are talking about the brand new map that came out actually now about a week ago.
weeks
By
ago?
the time you guys see this video, maybe
About
maybe a
week
little bit
ago,
more than that, but still, we are talking about that Citadel Des Morts. And my goodness, I absolutely love that map. Everything I wanted, they gave it to me, man. That's what I wanted. I didn't want any more facilities. I wanted mysticism. I wanted a cool atmosphere, and man, they brought it, and I'm so happy
They
about that.
absolutely delivered. Let me know if you guys agree. Best map since Ancient Evil, easily.
Now
for me.
you're
I
loud.
fully agree with
What?
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I-
no protest here.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Literally, I've been so
think
addicted to the map. I haven't even speedrun it yet.
Really?
I haven't even
Yeah.
I've just been playing it.
So,
It
do
has
you
just
only-
been fun.
Do you
Yeah.
only start speedrunning when you're like super bored with the map? Is that what you're saying?
So.
Oh,
Okay,
interest-
now I know how this sounds, but no,
Oh, get in the dirt.
I've been enjoying playing it just to play it.
Oh, I
Not
get
like
that.
speed
Yeah,
run.
What-
definitely
what-
get
You
that.
know what I mean?
Crazy.
I've not really been.
2024.
I mean, there's other reasons, more involved reasons that we'll get into in a bit here. Why I haven't like gotten into the speedrun yet, but yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, he's just loving that Liberty Falls too much. That's why.
That Liberty Falls grind, bro.
Oh my god.
Dude, my
He
playtime
misses
in the
the
game is so
banglers.
fucking funny. It's like I have like 30 hours on Terminus. I think like excluding
Nice.
AFK, I think it's pretty similar on Citadel. And then Liberty is like fucking 10 days of playtime because of the Nebula grind.
Oh yeah, yeah. Liberty is the best
Yep.
for just like unlocking all your stuff, just going rounds. I find because it's got the nicest trainable areas, so I definitely feel that. But
Yeah,
I-
the only thing that sucks about Liberty is no parasites. That's the only thing that sucks.
On-
but now
on
you can play
Liberty?
Citadel Des Morts.
True. You
There's
can now
a-
place it at all, and we have doppelgasts. We have doppelgasts.
yes, have you
Hey,
seen the
no more
transformations?
No more
No more
manglers.
manglers.
Oh, don't say that. Treyarch's
Dude,
listening.
I
They're
was-
gonna be like,
Bro,
nah,
I was
they want
talking to
manglers.
Notlad on, I think it was either a previous podcast episode or
Yeah.
it wasn't even on a podcast episode at all.
Who?
where
Who? Sorry.
Just the transformation. Just the transformation.
It's
You
not
can edit
happening.
that.
It's not happening.
Harmonics.
Dude, I gotta edit every time he gets my name wrong. I
This
have to
whole-
do
this
some.
whole-
Did you
Yeah,
watch
they're
the
gonna-
last podcast episode? I had to edit out every single time you said the wrong name, man.
Okay, why don't
You
why don't
gave
you,
me
like,
so
link-
much editing.
But yeah, no. So the doppelgast, I just find that they added that entity into the game so interesting because I know
Oh,
it's
I
not
love
like
it.
realistically possible for this to happen, but
Bro,
theoretically, if it were to happen, you could have a zombie, and then it transforms into a into a vermin. Sorry, and then the
Mhm.
vermin gestates into a parasite. The parasite bites another zombie's head off and turns them into a doppelgast, and then the doppelgast eats
Turns
another
into a
zombie or
mangler.
something, and it turns into an amalgam. Like
It
all
absorbs
of those
multiples,
steps of
actually.
evolution are actual real things that can happen in the game. But they just can't happen all at the same time. I don't think they can happen like a zombie evolves from a zombie to an amalgam.
You'd
just
have
found
to
it so
keep
Yeah, I
them
think they
alive for
capped
a
at
while,
one
maybe.
transformation per enemy because I
Yeah.
haven't seen a parasite from a zombie turn into a doppelgast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Unfortunately.
the animation for the doppelgast turning into a mangler is super cool. It stops for a moment, all the
Huh?
zombies around it get sucked in.
What? Wait,
Abomination.
what?
And both of you
A
are wrong. An amalgam.
a doppelgast
Amalgam, sorry.
transforming into a
I
mangler?
also said the
Sorry.
wrong one.
Wait, an abomination?
I got manglers on the mind, man.
Dude,
I'm
listen,
seeing too many
listen,
manglers.
I got PTSD, man. I got PTSD.
He's got
I've killed-
PTSD.
Sorry, my
I've
bad,
killed like
my bad.
700 of those fucking things, man.
It was in the recent update. Didn't you see it, man? Oh, that would suck.
Oh boy.
But no, the amalgam. I'm sorry, my bad.
Yeah, the
It's a really
amalgam.
cool animation. I think it takes 3 zombies at a time and sucks them in, and it shows like this whole animation of it just doing that. It's super cool to witness, but when you get that amalgam, then that sucks.
I saw that on day one, but I don't think I've let them transform since then.
Yeah,
No,
definitely
that's
not.
a good move.
Because
Yeah.
You just
It's
kill them because
absolutely
Lightmend
terrifying.
absolutely fries doppelgasts. So
I love Lightmend. Lightmend, my beloved.
I love Lightman. Literally kills the scariest enemy on the entire map, and also heals you. Like,
Well, you can run
Dude.
Lightmend for Doppelgast, and then the Lightning Incantation for Amalgams.
for amalgams.
yeah,
Dude, I love the lightning sword. That baby does little to no damage, and I love it.
It does jack shit.
apparently you can use it really well on amalgams, but
can
I
also
don't
get
know
it
how
to break
use
a
them
ray
well
gun,
on the
too.
amalgams.
I showed Whistle
I heard about
like
that.
video proof that you could use it on Amalgams.
Yeah, I
And it actually did damage.
I don't know
Like,
if it's like an Etherella type thing where you got to move your mouse and you got to like hit the target with
Hit them heads,
the
yeah.
beam multiple times, or if it's just like you keep it on the same target and it's a
How-
laser. I don't know.
How I usually like insta kill Amalgams with it. I let like 1 or 2 zombies stand near it, and then it like chains back and forth between them all and absolutely cooks the amalgam.
That's okay.
I'm pretty
Ah.
sure that's how it works. Because if there's just the amalgam, usually it doesn't work. So that's what I think happens. But if there's like 1 or 2 zombies nearby, it'll absolutely fry it.
Gotcha. Okay, so kind of like
guess
pulls
that
in.
makes sense.
I'd have to look at the
like,
clip again,
current-
but
it pulls in current from like the other surrounding zombies. That's actually weird.
Huh.
That's weird.
I guess I never tried that. I'd have to give that a shot. I'll give it a
mean,
try next time I
It
jump
does
in.
make sense that it's supposed to be able to kill the amalgams fast, because I mean, after all, they're weak to dead wire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and
Yeah,
Shadow Rift.
yeah.
but,
And
you
Shadow
know,
Rift.
Yeah, and Shadow Rift.
Well,
Bro,
what would you guys...
Dude, it is so satisfying to one-shot amalgams with the Shadow Rift ammo mod. If you put the big game augment on it, dude, it's so satisfying.
Oh yeah.
Big
It's so
game.
satisfying.
Is
I
that
just see
like,
one and so many zeros every time that I insta kill them like that. It's so awesome.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
well,
for the
what
full
would
damage.
you...
Is
What would
the,
you
uh,
guys
is-
say is the most
Hold on,
powerful
hold on,
of
I'm
swords,
sorry.
though? Oh yeah,
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
Light.
Is the dark incantation just as effective for killing amalgams as the lightning one? or
no, it does not one-shot them.
It does not. That's horrible. Okay, go ahead now.
Yeah, I think
I-
that the dark incantation is the worst.
Just-
Agreed.
Just curious
least
about your
sword's
favorite
the
sword. That was
best.
all I was wondering.
I think I'm
Sword.
inclined to say the Raven sword.
Raven?
I think that's my thing now.
Yeah,
I think that works for me.
I see. I know the benefits of using what the fuck is? I want to use their actual names. What the hell is the
Caliburn?
name?
Solaire,
not Caliburn.
Caliburn.
Solaris.
Solaris or
I
whatever.
haven't like given Solaris a
Solaire.
try in runs
Almung.
yet. Even though I've heard that like it's really good for keeping armor up. Just like whacking the boss, because they obviously buffed the swords recently, which we
Yeah.
should definitely talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have to stick with Carpo on this one. I think Balmung is just I absolutely love that sword.
I like the fire one. I forgot what the name was already. But
Caliburn.
Caliburn, that
Caliburn.
one. Yes.
Yeah.
I like that one. That I like how easy it is to make it, and then it's also just a really good sword. And the animation, the inspect
It's
animation is
kind
really
of fun
sick.
to make it. You get to go zoom.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
only
exactly.
sword I don't like building is honestly I'm not a fan of the light build just because of how annoying. Like if you're playing with multiple people, someone always kills the fucking parasite, man.
Ah,
Yeah.
It always
Yep.
happens.
Always happens. I mean, that's what you get, devs. You make the objective where you have to deposit the charge on the other side of the map from where you spawn them in initially. Yeah, that's wonderful map design. That's wonderful.
Idea.
I would say the electric one. I just like that one. I don't like having to go through that step. And for some reason, every time I try to like transfer the electricity from the sword to the actual spinning lightning rods there, it doesn't transfer all the time for me. I don't know if maybe I'm not aiming correctly at something. Are you supposed to hit the exact lightning rod? Does it even matter? I don't know. I just
Well, you gotta hit
what?
the urn.
You just have
it
to hit
is the urn. See,
yeah, you just have to hit the urn.
I've struck at the urn many times, but it never takes. And so that made me think, well, maybe I have to
questions for
hit
you.
the individual rod then.
First
I
of all,
don't
were
even
you
know.
like close enough to hit it?
Oh yeah, I was right up against it. Yeah.
Second of all, did you have your reticle on it?
Yep. On the vase, yeah. But it doesn't always take, and I never could understand why. And so it made me think maybe you have to hit exactly the lightning rods. But timing it right is always a pain, especially with the zombies following you and stuff. So I don't like it. I don't like that one very much.
I'm in the same boat.
I
and I think
don't really
everyone
like
is
it
also
either, but...
in the same boat.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I built the lightning one time, and I don't think I'll ever do it again unless I'm doing a solo run, which I rarely do anyway.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah, it's not the best to use, and it's just inconvenient to make.
Yeah, it's the for me at least, the zombie that spawns and drops it is super inconsistent. Like one time I played
For the
and
lightning rod?
Well, that I
For the
disagree with, actually.
That
I-
is really easy to get consistent.
Yeah.
I
So,
I
okay,
actually
Just grab
told
the
Wistful
stack
how
sword
to
and
do
then
it
run
too.
down there.
okay,
Yeah, you have to go to the dungeons. That's where he
the craft
spawns.
room, right?
Anytime
it's
you
not
pick
pack,
up
it's
the
quick
sword,
revive.
you
Yeah,
go
that's
to
Yeah.
the dungeon.
I sat
and
in the
he'll
craft
appear.
room with the sword, and it didn't drop for like 15 until round 15.
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna be honest
is-
with you. I've never had that happen ever. Every
Never
time I've
happened,
just
has
run
it?
into the
Yeah.
room.
Never had that happen.
Make sure you have the sword, though. That
Yeah,
is
I
an
know.
important,
I
crucial
think you
part.
all are just better than me. I think that's what I'm finding out.
You know,
I think your game just doesn't like you, man.
this is a moment worth asking questions to better understand. So you
Mhm.
say that you had the sword. Did you have it out or did you have it holstered?
This was a week ago, and I cannot answer that question.
I don't think it matters, though.
Awesome.
But
I don't
yeah,
think I
I've
had any
definitely
issue
had-
with it.
it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I've definitely had it holstered, and I've definitely had it out before.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I,
Should spawn no matter
Okay.
what.
Yeah.
And it's always the armored zombie. Usually I go to where what's his
Always.
face? The demonologist is locked in his cell. Anytime I go
craft.
there, the zombie always wanders up next to me, right in that area, every single time. And I've never missed a beat with it. So yeah,
Alright,
so long
alright.
as you have the sword, it seems to work just like that.
Alright, so skill issue. Got it. All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Yep. Skill
Could be
issue.
your game is buggy. I mean, I've had so many bugs in Black Ops 6, so you know, anything
Or-
can happen.
Like
I think I'm actually relatively lucky. I've only ever run into a soft lock one singular time.
Have you really? That's
And-
lucky.
yeah.
Wow.
Like, there's been a couple times where like I've had like minor bugs, but legitimately the most bug I ever had it was I don't know if you know him, Narmonix, but I know Wist and Carpal do. I was doing a stream with Mr. Evan F 1997.
Nah, who's
I
that?
don't think so.
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Yeah, you don't know who that is, Carpal?
No.
Awesome.
All right, well, he's like a Destiny YouTuber who makes like historian videos.
yes.
and
I know the
We were
Destiny.
doing carries for Citadel, and like literally the one or two runs that we did, there was always like something wrong with a sword,
Mm.
and that was the most I've ever had like bugs in one session. But generally, it's been fine.
Wow.
Is
That's
that a-
And I
fortunate.
think I'm just very lucky because I've heard
The
a lot of
only-
people, and I've seen a lot of bugs.
Is that
The
is
only
that
sword
related?
that I've had a problem with
Oh.
ever, and this has only ever happened in like carries that I've done, is with Solaris, where
That's the one time I've been soft locked.
shrine will just spew out 50 symbols and so many duplicates. Some of them won't even register if you shoot them. Other ones
Sick.
will, or you just shoot like the invisible symbols because you can like see the particle trail a little
What?
bit, but you
What?
can't actually see the actual symbol. And then it'll like go inside the thing, it'll register, and then it'll immediately fail, and it'll make more symbols. It's so
What?
weird.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's a really weird bug. That's the one soft lock I've had.
That really sucks. Yeah.
That's the only like I think I've had that, and then also the light mystic orb trial soft lock. That happened once.
I've never
Thankfully, that
had it
happened
with
in
the
the
sword,
solo
actually.
game, and I just save quit that. It wasn't that big of a deal. But
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never had any issues with the swords per se. Not any bugs with that so far. I've had everything else, but just not the swords. So that's surprising. I hadn't heard about that too much.
Well, hopefully it gets patched out soon.
Yeah, I just
Well,
they've been
hopefully it
pretty
only
good about
happens to you.
Oh, it's
I've-
not just happened to me.
Yeah, I've seen
talked
the
with my
light mystic
teammates
orb.
about it. I know Menno has experienced it a few times as well.
Has
Like he literally told me that one time he just had 50 of them flying in a solo game. So
Damn.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
stuff like that that makes this game so fun. But I will, you know what? I will give Treyarch a lot of credit for that. They are getting on top of a lot of things. Maybe it's not always the fixes that we need right away.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the stuff that's
Yeah.
most present, but they are getting on top of a lot of these bugs. And they do also fix the ones that we wish they wouldn't, but still.
Yeah.
They've been
Yep.
listening, so that is good, and I'll give them a lot of credit with that. There's a lot of game companies out there that don't always listen to their audience about what's going wrong and what could be fixed to make it better. And if they do end up like nerfing something, and the community hates it, usually they don't do anything about it. But that's something that Treyarch's been really good about, and honestly, I've been impressed with that. The one thing though. And you started mentioning Wistful, so we'll make this a new topic here. But the buffing of the swords. So that, as you guys remember, I talked with you guys. I don't think part of the podcast or anything, but I talked to you another time, and I was talking about how I thought the swords were not that powerful when I was going in.
Yeah.
And it come to find out, the community agrees with me quite a bit on this one. I heard a lot of people had that same complaint, and I think that's what ended up leading to them doing work with them. However, I did hear that they nerfed them for a little bit, but then went back to buffing it, so I don't know what the story was about that exactly.
So when they
what you
nerfed
say
the
is partially true, but yeah. So what initially happened? So everyone, I think we all still collectively agree on this, even though it's probably not going to happen and it hasn't happened. The buffs that we want with the swords is the ability to hit multiple zombies, have like the
Yes.
melee macchiato augment effects to happen on
And
the
boss
physical sword
damage.
itself.
Boss damage
See,
needs to be there
I'll
too.
get to that
Say
in a
that,
moment.
Wist. But-
Yeah,
no.
What?
You say that, Wist, but like all the other melee macchiato augments do work on the swords, except for that one. That is-
Except for
Yeah,
that
but we're
one.
not talking about that working with it. We're talking about just in general, the sword should be able to work with
okay.
it. Like
Yeah.
it should should just be part of the sword.
Well,
yeah,
hidden
yeah,
impact doesn't
definitely.
work on it though, does it?
Like
I don't
The-
think so.
the
I don't think so,
reload-
no.
All of the ones that
Any
don't
of
say
the
the
augments that have
punch.
to do with the punch do not
Yeah.
apply.
I am just saying that the scythe on the Frozen Dawn was a multi-hit like literally 8 years ago or something. or
Right.
7 years ago.
There were a lot of melee weapons, not even just in like World War II, that had the ability to hit multiple zombies, and that's carried over into several games. And the fact that we've literally had it before in the form of the Crystal Axe, you know, I think Noah J talked about it on a video recently. Like, yeah, it doesn't do as much initial damage because you have 2 swipes of the Crystal Axe that you fire at a time, but
it takes
we
out a
definitely
lot
want
of
the ability
zombies.
to be able to attack the sword at multiple enemies.
Yeah.
We're
I
probably not
agree.
going to get that, unfortunately. I'm a little bit sad to hear that, but yeah, no, the buffs that people were talking about like they wanted, they didn't come until later. Treyarch didn't focus on melee focused like changes until Freckleston found out about the drill, man.
The drill.
Freckleston found out
Yeah.
about the drill. Oh my god.
Drill.
Couldn't
my
have
Probably
that.
one of these, not the
Real,
only,
my
but
beloved.
in retrospect, it kind of feels like the single most polarizing reason to get into Citadel speedruns is because of how broken the power drill was. That was
I know.
so much fun. I
That's
still
such a cool
remember
thing.
doing the world's first 4-player one phase, and you can't do that anymore. You can't do
No.
that anymore because they patched it. The drill was too
sucks.
much. It was too powerful. Treyarch was like, yeah, this is a bit too strong. This is a bit too strong. So it's one thing for them to have nerfed it. It's another thing to have them nerfed melee damage universally, and that's exactly what they said in their patch notes. And you know what that
sucks.
means?
the sword.
That affected the
world.
Wonder
The
weapons
sword
too.
got
Yeah.
fucked.
Oh my god.
That's ridiculous. Yeah,
And
I
then
was so
everyone
excited
got so
for
pissed
Melee
off.
Macchiato.
Noah
man.
J made a video testing the swords and literally died in the boss fight as well.
Oof.
The infamous Maelstrom
it was
video.
like less than 24
Oh,
hours
dude.
after Noah made the video, Treyarch put out a patch saying, "Hey guys, we've buffed the swords now." Next thing I know, I'm in Smart Guy's
Ah.
chat just watching him try it out with I think at the time he was using Balmung, and it was like, oh my god. this makes the speed run actually somewhat enjoyable because it was not fun past the power drill nerf, but it's just not the same. It's just not the
And
same.
was cooking up how to get an 8-minute boss fight kill when before you could kill him in a minute.
Wasn't the fastest like literally 10 seconds with the whole
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah. It was
Damn.
ridiculously fast.
That's really
The drill
good,
was
honestly.
insane.
It was.
That
it
was, yeah.
It was so
That
much
was so
fun,
overpowered.
though. So much fun.
commend them though. Like in the past, other Call of Duty devs had left those insta-kill fucking glitches in, and those were paid DLCs, and they've never been patched. So you kind of have to commend Treyarch for that.
I'm kind of the opinion that like, yeah, the drill was super powerful, and it probably should have been nerfed, but like, really, who was it affecting?
Yeah, that's the
Right.
thing. We talked about this in our last episode. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of glitches that have been in the game that if a person just wanted to go in and play the game normally, they could. They didn't have to worry about those glitches because
like-
they only the people that knew how to do them could do them, and then
What-
it just gives them an option to play the game a little differently. I think that's a cool thing, you know?
Literally, it only had a major effect on speedrunners, which
Yep.
is
Yeah.
a very small
Yep.
group in
Yep.
the community.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
No, it
Yep.
was the fuck you speedrunner patch.
I was, yeah, dude, literally, right now, if you had to take me away from BO6 for a while, and my brain just completely started to forget about all of BO6, the things that would stick and linger in my head, the last things, would just be the lingering negative emotional feelings that I've had on all of the patches that they've made that have just been a big old middle finger, a big old birdie to the speedrunning community.
Yeah,
Liberty
it kinda
Falls.
sucks.
Canister dupe was patched.
Yep.
That was pivotal. Now, yes,
That was a big one.
it makes sense because if you don't know how to do it properly, it will soft lock your game. I fully understand that, and there's a part of me that's like, you know what? This is for the better. This is truly for the better. Speedrunners, they have to play for a raw Ethereum crystal out of the vending machine now on no gums, which is not fun. That's not fun at all. But it was for the better, ultimately speaking. Terminus.
Oh god.
Why did no dupe get,
Oh my
get
god.
patched?
No dupe. No dupe literally benefited nobody. But the speedrunners. It literally or solo players, I guess. Solo players
Yeah,
and
that's true.
speedrunners, it benefited them mostly. I'm glad that the boat lockdown skip is still a thing. There's no way there's no way they don't know about it. Of course they're keeping it in the game.
I think they'd have to like
I
rework
hope
too
they
much
don't.
of the map for them to fix that. So that's why they haven't really worried about it.
And I hate that we're thinking about like why they wouldn't change that because they've changed so many other things. Like, do they want to keep it in the game or
Probably
is it
fucking
like
not.
we can't?
No, I don't think
Right.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I've known enough game devs, and especially like with stuff like this, 99% of game devs do not want their game to be a brokey like speedrunner's haven.
No.
Yeah, and
It's
I
not
yeah.
good for them.
I think the devs hate speedrunners because of that. Like I think they think that it makes their game look worse, which
Maybe
I guess is
easy in
sense,
certain
Maybe.
respects, but I don't
Yeah.
know. But
Now,
then
I will
again,
say
as
one
you're saying,
thing.
it's a small community, you know?
it is
so
a very
like what is
small
it
community.
It is a
What does it
small
matter
community,
that
but
much,
if
you
you're looking
know?
at like if you're trying to get investors for your company, and it's like, hey, like your games have been super brokey, and like here's like a full video documentary of how this game has been broken and how people are breaking the shit out of it. Like
Mhm.
that's not really that great for your company, and I know why.
That's true.
Like they don't. Like
But, you know,
speedrunners, shit
It
gets
does
patched.
make it fun. As I mentioned before too, like Infinite Warfare is a prime example of that. They have a lot of glitches in the game and it adds to the enjoyment of the game. Like a lot of those glitches you can do, like the 3-gun glitch or like using temporal increase throughout the entire rest of the game just by having a person leave and stuff like that. All that stuff just added to the fun, and I'm surprised that they don't see it that way.
I
don't
don't
know.
disagree with that, but again, it's one of those things where like, if you're trying to get a job and in a previous experience you've been like you like completely fucked it, it was super broken.
Oh, I
Well,
think I
while
get what you're
people
saying.
still enjoyed it, like fundamentally it was still a broken product.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So that's
There's
kind of
a-
why, from what I've been told, like a lot of devs patch speedrunner stuff. Even if it makes the game more fun, to them it's just like, well, like we got
Looks
to think
bad
about our
on their
job
part.
in the future.
Yeah.
There's
That's why
a-
games like Celeste, which are intended to be speedrun, are so popular with speedrunners, because like the devs aren't just gonna get rid of that shit.
No, it's
Yeah.
too late on those. Sure.
Yeah, there's
that's a good
there's
point.
couple points that I want to bring up here. So,
Yeah, sure.
based on what Carpal said about how the devs don't want their like going back to this about how the devs don't want their game to like look bad, they made a pivotal mistake in BO6, and this not only affects just like the character of Terminus, this also affects the gameplay of Terminus that really only affects speedrunners. They unintentionally patched the quote skip to get the hacker device on that step of the Easter egg. Where if you got the last node connector inserted to initiate the SAM AI and you ended the round and it started a bug round, the tear them to pieces audio would cancel out the rest of the conversational dialogue,
Yeah.
and you could just go straight up to Peck and Strauss, and you could just trigger their quotes and get the hacker faster. That quote skip saved so much time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember when we first found it in the community, it's just been completely patched because they changed Sam's voice actor.
I know.
And oh
that
my God, does
sucks
she
so
sound
much.
horrible.
I hate that,
She
man.
sounds horrible.
Listen,
I get it.
I'm not saying that I think that's a bad example of, hey, like they needed to like, yeah, it saved some time for the speed run, but like that's legitimately a bug that could negatively impact somebody's first Easter egg clear. Like the odds of it happening are low, but imagine if like somebody
It could
ended the
happen.
bug round and then it showed up and then somebody didn't get to hear the dialogue. Like
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
that's I'm not saying
think-
that like I
think it's-
agree with it.
I
Mhm.
very much think that it's very unlikely for that to happen for casuals.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Especially
Yeah.
because when you're installing those node connectors themselves, the entities that spawn around you are not included on the round. They don't count for the round because they don't give you as much points.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
that they don't.
I'd
count
have
for
to
the
look at
round.
that again.
You're
I'm
correct.
just saying like
I might be wrong. I think I used to think that they counted for the rounds, but I don't know anymore. Cuz I feel like that the zombies, when you kill them and they only give you 10 points, I feel like that they just don't count for the rounds. Like it depends on how much
No,
points that you get from it.
So I remember seeing like a speedrunner doing a round 1 completion of the boss battle for Terminus, and their strategy was that as soon as like the zombies that you're trying to protect off of the first power core there,
Right, the purple-eyed zombies. If you
Yeah.
kill them at just the right time,
as they're
you get the
electrified, you
Yeah.
get all
Or,
those
I'm
points.
sorry,
It doesn't take
not-
away from
yeah.
the round or anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how he would gain points for that. Just free points.
They weren't
'cause they didn't
purple-eyed,
affect
they
the
were-
round.
They were,
Am
yeah,
I,
they were
am
purple-
I-
or
am I
orange.
Yeah,
crazy?
normal and purple. Yeah,
Or-
anything electrified.
Wist, am I crazy, or weren't you, QK, and maybe Penguins going for the you were running for the first 4-player round 1 completion? of
So
Terminus?
it was
did you really?
yeah, few things that I can say about that. So I think we know Trailfail and Maniac Killer, Pizza Yum Yum, who have done the
both
round
comes
1
through, right?
solo. They all say that like I'm pretty sure that the zombies and the manglers from the node connectors, they do help out. To wrap up that point that I was trying to say earlier, Penguin, I think if you're not on round 1 and you're not like trying to, keep the entities in check, killing those zombies and those manglers on that node connector doesn't end the round, because those aren't like, the actual zombies, the entities to end the round.
Okay,
But yeah, it was for the 4-player, it was myself, it was QK, it was a random by the name of Tripod, and then
random.
who else was
Let's
out?
go, tripod.
Let's go.
Who was it?
It's the
Somebody else.
try guy.
wasn't there someone that we because I knew QK, wasn't it LA?
No, I don't think it was LA.
John? I feel like it was somebody that I knew. Because I knew there was one LFG. But
I
I feel like I
remember-
remember
it
three
was
people.
Plague. It was Plague. Yeah, it was
Plague. Okay, yeah, I knew it was somebody else that I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For sure.
But
'Cause
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wonder why they made I wonder why they made the decision not to have the spawned entities have the purple eyes like all the other non-round ones did, like the
Yeah, that is
generators and
actually a
whatnot.
curious thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was really
Did
interesting.
they forget? They probably forgot. I think they forgot.
Maybe.
Sleeping on the job, and then here they go fix everything else except those
And-
things.
and They take
Yeah.
like 3 weeks to fix the capsule dupe, and then they instantly fix everything on Citadel.
I know.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think
That
about the
sucks.
bugs fixes that have been on Citadel Des Morts so far? Do you guys agree with
think
them?
they've been
Do you
fine.
think-
I think most of
I-
them are well placed. Some of them are
Yeah.
annoying, but you know.
The only
Yeah.
thing I really
They're
totally
for the,
disagreed
they're
with was
for
the
the
drill.
general betterment
yeah.
of just the overall gameplay experience.
I did really
Yeah.
want to try the manglers, like glitching you through the wall. I really wanted to kind of take advantage of that while it was still a thing.
Oh, you
but
mean the
they
amalgams?
fixed it before I
The
ever
amalgam
did.
grab?
The amalgam. I'm sorry, Mangler.
That
I got a
was-
thing for manglers,
yeah,
man.
That was
I'm gonna keep
fixed.
it a buck. I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep it a
I-
stack. They did not patch that.
Yeah,
No?
there's
I
no,
know
I
that
feel like
they
I
made
saw
a
someone doing
recent
that
patch note
yesterday.
saying that. Yeah, it's not
What?
patched. It's not patched.
No way.
That is a bug that is never gonna get fully patched.
I couldn't
genuinely
successfully
believe
get
it's
it to
never
work.
gonna get fully patched.
I feel like
It's really finicky. It's super
You
finicky.
always
Oh, it
can
is.
find one if you go on Reddit. You can always find a clip of someone getting it.
I'll have to check it out
Have
then.
you seen that clip of someone getting trapped in a jail cell in the dungeons?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
that
one I was
happened to me.
trying.
That happened to me.
I couldn't do that one.
I got cornered by an amalgam and he pushed me through the fucking wall.
yup.
Now that's a bug that definitely should be fixed. I will say that.
Yeah.
But to
Yep.
be able to like
Bro,
grind from there, that's kind of
remember
cool
watching,
though. You know?
I forget his face, but it's like one of the high rounders that was going for the 999.
Mhm.
I guess it wasn't. I don't think it was an amalgam grab. I think it was an ether shroud burst dash, and then he burst dashed inside of a zombie barrier, and he was completely screwed because the zombie spawns were so fast, and he couldn't save and
Ooh.
quit.
Damn.
I had a pretty weird burst dash on Liberty.
Mm.
On Liberty.
When Carpal, were
I
you
think I
there for
might know
that?
Where you were for that, maybe.
if it was on Liberty, I was not there for that. No.
I think it was me, Capital, and QK before day one Citadel. We were just like, oh, we're gonna do a quick little run of Liberty just to like play a little bit beforehand.
Oh no, sorry, I was there, but I left. Okay, yeah,
yes,
I was.
You did. You did leave. And during the boss fight, I did a burst dash and it put me up where Panos was.
Damn,
Oh.
So that's
I
how you
interesting
get up
one.
there.
that's
I
It's a
remember
death
the
barrier.
GQ video where she was up there. I remember that.
It's a death barrier. I mean, or if there is a safe spot, I couldn't find it.
See, I've
Yeah, I
seen one in the
haven't-
comic book store, but that's been it. Also, there's two different ways you can glitch into the comic book store. If you leave the
I have
doors
seen
closed and you
those.
don't open it, you can kind of back into that. But
Yeah,
they
I
did
saw
fix that ability. I don't know if they fixed it for that door or not, but I still want to try it one of these days. The other one is that you can glitch up into, like, burst dash into the ceiling of the comic book store. There's a ton of death barriers up there, and I'm still trying to understand where they're all at. Because I saw somebody go down to, like, the main barrier in that room, and they were able to just hit zombies there. But when I went down there, it killed me instantly. That is not a good place. But I was able to get to the top of the place without dying right away, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Real quick, just to put some closure on the thought that we had earlier. I think the reason why that we are like, yo, IW was so much fun. It was so great because of all these glitches that are in the game. I think realistically speaking, the reason why they're still in the game is because people didn't discover them until like way after the game's life cycle had
Oh,
finished.
yeah, for sure.
Because of the way that IW was received at first, you didn't really have like a lot of people flooding into it. Myself especially too. I was not into IW when the game was in its prime, like at all. So
Also,
a lot of
games
the
with
stuff that
shoestring
happened went
budgets.
under. And some like for just for example, I'm pretty sure Penguin was actually telling me this a couple days ago. But that like around that time, like Milo was excited to make videos about IW, and he couldn't really because it was like a
Exams.
Wasn't liked
yeah
enough.
exams. His exam time.
Yeah, I don't
okay.
remember.
I
I
gotcha.
have to look at the map again. I think it was Attack or Shaolin. Like Milo just couldn't make videos because he was doing exams. It's like that's why there's like some like really weird Mr. Rothwaffles guides out there.
Yeah, like
I learned that's why
There ain't
his
nothing weirder.
excluding
there ain't nothing
whiteboard
weirder
videos.
than the BO2 guides. Yep.
Dude, the
This
Milo
man has a
BO2
thing with
guides.
whiteboards, man. That's all I'm saying.
the whiteboards.
He's dude. I would love it if Milo did like whiteboard edits in his no nonsense guides. I think that would be fucking awesome.
Dude, don't tempt him. He'll do it. I know he'll do it.
For those of you watching the podcast, I don't care if this is self promo. If you guys are interested in doing any of the Black Ops 2 Victus Easter eggs, you know who to watch. You know who to watch.
Motherfucker,
Yes,
the
me.
only
My
motherfucking
channel.
guide on the planet that has all 13 body spawns.
Yeah.
Mm.
We
One of
Painful.
like 0. There's none of them exist. It's insane.
Yeah, and
All right,
literally,
I'm gonna be a
literally,
stickler,
if,
and
like,
I'm gonna
a
give the
decent
person
guide-
credit who needs credit. I believe there is a YouTube short by the name of It's Nukes, who does contain all 13 spawns.
Okay.
I want
Sorry,
to bring
one of
quick
2.
credit to
That's
him.
really not great when like
One of
the
2.
buried guide has like
But-
3 million views.
Nukes is amazing.
Nothing but
He
nukes.
is
Now there's the title.
absolutely.
Yeah,
goat
I
in
can
the-
vouch
in
for
the
Wistful's
community.
guides. If other good guides out there do exist, they only have one side of them because that was the struggle for me
Yeah.
when learning that
Yep.
Easter egg. Was I would find a good guide and not be able to find the other side when I was trying to learn it. But he has both, so that's not a problem.
And the best part is that you get to relax to Pizza Sim music the whole time while you're listening
Yeah,
to
the
my
Pizza
dumb
Sim
voice.
music.
It's a sim music.
That's
Nah,
the best
I-
part.
The goat music.
Oh yeah, Goat Simulator music.
I'm not saying that because that was
Classic.
my idea. It's totally that was totally wistful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
I was
you
like,
have, you
what
have
do
no
I
ideas.
play for all of these?
I
And
literally just
Dude,
I think
wait, I just realized it's December 17th of 2024.
is it a
The
year?
It
BO2
is.
guides are almost a year old.
Oh, we're getting
Oh
Damn.
my
close.
god.
Dang.
Oh my god.
Gotta celebrate that anniversary, man.
We gotta celebrate. Yeah.
The BO2 guide anniversary. We
The
gotta,
BO2
we
guide.
gotta go do all the Victus maps again.
You know, that actually would be really cool, actually.
That'd be fun.
I'm down to run them on like plutonium or something like that because I don't.
I don't think I've actually ran
Open, where we
the
just do
the
Victus.
BO2 Victus Easter eggs with 4 players on plutonium. For
Really?
just the sake of doing the super Easter egg. There was one time that I did it, but that was for a speedrunning competition in April. So
Listen,
you,
once I get the
Big Bola.
PC, I gotta make the most of this. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of shit that like I wouldn't normally do.
Yeah,
Hell
take
yeah.
advantage of that
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That thing's a powerhouse, man.
We need
PC
to
all
play-
the way.
I still gotta finish
Penguin,
the
we need
episode
to,
3 for the marathon series, man. I still gotta do that.
Penguins. We need to play
Still
some
gotta do that.
customs whenever you get that set up.
I am so
Yeah,
down.
that's a
I want to
fun
do
one.
Call of the Dead or like the Call of the Dead remastered because I never got to
I,
play it.
I haven't even played that one, so that's perfect.
Dude, huge.
We can hunt. we
Same,
can hunt.
actually. The hype's all been on Black Ops
What do you
6.
mean same actually?
Yeah,
What do
did
you
We
mean
played
not
it
actually?
together. You and
Call of the
I,
Dead
one? Yeah, Call
Did
of the Dead. We've definitely played it
Oh,
together.
yeah, you're right. We did.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
We
I'm
thinking a
definitely
different
played
one.
that
No, no.
together.
I'm thinking Mob of the Dead. I'm sorry. They remade Mob of the Dead.
yeah,
That's the
Mob
one
Remastered.
I'm thinking
I've
of. I'm
not played
sorry.
Mob Remastered, but that was a
Yeah,
recent
that's right. I
one,
did do
so,
Call of the Dead with you.
Hey,
I have a
Wiz,
video
did
of that
you,
and everything.
Wiz,
was
did you
gonna
play? Wiz, did you play the Mob remaster?
I've not played the Mob Remastered.
I
yet,
haven't
no.
either.
I'm
Oh,
still
see,
not
that's
sure.
the one I'm excited for.
I'm still not sure if they've changed the Easter egg at all, like they did for Call of the Dead. I have no idea. But
I don't
I'm
think
super-
so.
Hmm.
Biggest
but I
problem
don't
with the
know.
original- My biggest
What's
problem
going on with Die Rise? Is that coming out next year?
Die Rise Remastered's been out for a while.
yeah,
Oh, it's fully out.
actually?
I didn't know it was fully
yeah,
out. I thought.
it's been fully out.
it
I'm-
kind of got flown under the radar because of all the leg
because
stuff.
of all the
Yeah,
drama.
the Lex stuff.
yeah.
I didn't know it was fully out yet.
Wow, I guess I didn't either.
That you know what that says? You know what that tells me? And this is embarrassing because I think we're all thinking of it. You're relying on him to tell you the news of when the map came out.
I'm gonna give you a stack. It probably came out when I was like taking Call of Duty break fully because like I knew for a fact I was gonna be playing a metric shit ton of BO6. So I was like, I'm just gonna not play that much for a little bit and kind of let like basically from like I'd
Man
say
was on the
July
D2 grind
to
before the game
October.
started falling off again.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking I cannot stand Bungie right now. They're like, oh, we're super disappointed with how the Dawning went, and I'm like, yeah, I do not give a shit.
Dude, I saw the tweet because of how like I don't know why that Twitter just now like puts the most like wholesome hearted tweet from a Bungie dev out there for me to read and like
DMG,
where the fuck was this years ago? Why am I
That's what
just
I'm
now
saying.
hearing about this? Am I crazy? Am I just
No, you're
like,
not
living
a
under
little
rock?
bit.
Do I not know
Nah,
any
he's
Bungie
slightly,
devs
but-
enough?
You're a little crazy, but not about
No,
this.
as someone who has
Not about this,
a-
but slightly.
I have like 6,000 hours in D2, and like as some like literally for years, people were asking them like, "Hey, we don't need you to like say a bunch of shit. We just need communication with what the fuck is going on."
Right,
Mm.
right.
Maybe they didn't even know.
Bro, we could use
That is
we
a
could honestly-
possibility,
We could
yeah.
honestly use that a little bit in COD, and I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I don't disagree, but it's just like, man, as a Destiny player, I'm used to lack of communication, and when I saw people praising DMG for like speaking out, it's like, hey, like this is what's going on. I'm like, man, I'm glad that he did that, but man, I literally like I have no sympathy for Bungie right now. Like actually,
One of those
I'm not gonna go into
situations.
I'm not gonna go into
yeah.
a tangent like that long. Essentially,
Yeah.
they were like, "Hey, we're gonna increase the cost of the battle pass, and you're gonna get like more content because D2 battle pass is like how you get access to the yearly content."
Okay.
And they're like, "Hey, we're gonna increase the cost of this, and we're gonna make it all high quality." When I started playing, the seasonal story was like 3 hours every week. They launched for 2 months in a row, 1.5 hours, and they increased the cost by 50%. So it's gotten
Wow.
significantly worse, and I've lost all faith in them. And that is all I will say on it, because I do not
Yeah.
want to derail.
Yeah.
But it's rough.
Last thing I'll say
that's kinda
is
sad.
their annual or battle pass or whatever is called the season pass. It's still called seasons, even though they're in an episodic format. I the only reason I'll ever go and play that game is to raid and just do puzzles. That's the only reason.
I'm kind of
I'm
with
done.
you with that right now.
I will be the Verity addict, and that's it.
I still gotta play it. I have not played none of the
I
Destiny
don't-
games
Hey,
yet.
I
listen,
don't-
if you
Trust
ever
me, my
want
lad,
to, if you ever want to run the
Take
raids,
your time, enjoy it, because there's not much these days to enjoy.
listen.
So I'm
if you
hearing.
ever want to, if you ever buy all the the D2 DLCs for like $30-$40, because they go on sale for that much occasionally, I will happily
That's
run
a
all
sale?
those raids with
Oh.
you. They are
Okay.
they're very
That's
Well,
what
yeah,
that's
the-
what
a
Destiny
sale-
is known for. The
you
raid.
gotta remember there's like 8 DLCs. So
Oh, damn. Okay.
you can get the first 4 for like 15. Then you can get like the most recent 4 for probably another 15-20. And
Okay,
then the
okay.
most recent one usually only goes on sale for about 30, but you honestly don't need it if you just want to do the old raids,
Okay.
which I would
Well,
say are the best.
I'm honestly down to try it. I really want to. I remember Wistful got caught up one time before we got into an episode. He got caught in a raid, and I really
Yeah,
don't know
I
much
was
about
in
it.
Verity,
but-
bro. I was like so determined to get them through it before we started in retrospect, it was a really bad decision because they ended
I
up
agree.
failing and they all left. So I was like, damn, this is a horrible use of my time. But
So it's just a bunch of players getting together, basically, yeah?
Yeah, there's 6-man.
Solving
It's essentially like
puzzles,
6-man
completing
Easter
encounters,
eggs
Yeah,
with
there's
like
6-man
combat
Easter eggs, basically.
encounters. That's kind of what
Well,
they are.
that sounds
That's the best way I
honestly sick.
No, raids are sick. If you really want to try it, like
Yeah.
in a day, me and Whisk could probably get you ready to do. There's 3 free raids. They're not amazing, but like if
Okay.
you kind of enjoy the concept, you can do those. And like me and Whisk could probably get you raid ready in like 3-4 hours of gameplay.
Okay, all right.
So
bro,
we-
Penguin,
I wouldn't-
just
It would be
imagine.
neat.
This is the last thing I'll say before we get off this tangent. Imagine doing Riven legit with Narmonix.
oh my god, dude, that'd be so
Oh
much
my
fun.
god.
Wait,
that?
when you say Riven, are you talking about the original game Riven? My dad had that game.
No, we're talking about a wish dragon.
I literally got the disc somewhere over in the back of my room. I have Mist, Riven, and what was the last one? Start with a D. I can't even remember what that one was, but Driven maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, I remember those games. They were great. Old, very old, but great.
So do we want to talk about the day one Citadel?
Sure.
Yes, yeah,
sure.
definitely. What is the day one Citadel?
The day one
The
Citadel
day
is
one
the
experience.
first day of the Citadel, in which we were
So
there
Easter egg
on
hunting you talking about? Yeah.
Easter egg hunting.
Yes.
I
Man, I
really
had
enjoyed
so
it.
much
It
fun.
was great. It was so much fun.
I was so
was a
proud of
blast.
myself because I figured out many of the steps on my own before I saw the progress. People were ahead of me, of course, but I figured out a lot of the steps just going through it on my own. And I like that. I like when you can go into a map and everything kind of just connects together. It makes sense that this particular step would lead you to this one. And I like that. I genuinely liked it. And I had a lot of fun just trying to figure it out in the beginning. And I do feel like I might have been the first to discover the Easter egg song. Maybe. But I
know me. I've looked at it a bit because I work with, again, a historian who like goes through all that stuff. So I watched a lot of VODs early on. I know me, Carpal, and me and Carpal's team, we weren't the first to get the like Peaks Easter egg song, but we were the first to get the Cauldron one.
Oh, did you really figure that one out first?
Yeah.
That one, I did not come across that one.
We were the first. I can't say for 100% certain if we were like the first for the light sword, but 100% first people in the world to get the Raven sword, and
Nice.
I'm like 99% sure we were first on Dragon sword. It's so easy though that somebody else might have beaten us to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Raven
still,
sword 100%. We were the first team.
That is awesome.
And we did it completely legit.
Yeah, we didn't
solved
brute
it.
force it at all. We totally solved it.
That was all me and my incredible intelligence.
Wow. Quite
no-
impressive, good sir.
No trial and error whatsoever.
No trial and error
I
at
feel
all.
this is slightly untrue.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
Carpal
picking
brute-forced
up
it.
on
It
that
was
slightly.
He got it on
We
like
talked
combo
about this for
31
5
and
hours the
48.
other night in a VC, and they couldn't stop.
But still, that's impressive though. I think
Carpal,
for
you
me
have
it
a
was the
talent
Peaks
for just
one, but
brute forcing shit.
2 Easter eggs in a row where this man has brute forced combos. I don't. Where he did it on Term and he did it on fucking. He did it on Liberty. He did it on Liberty twice, I think.
actually, I have to ask you guys,
Oh,
since you
God.
guys were pretty early at doing the Caliburn sword, did you guys at first know that you could melee the zombies when you were running the flame with that thing?
That's how we only knew that you could melee them. We didn't know that you could
I
slide.
did not. When I went in there, I was running that thing as fast as I could, and I
remember
actually
being
got
in your
it. I
chat
did
when
it.
I
it
told
was
you
just
about that. Yeah,
yeah.
I
When
remember
Wistful told me,
being
it's
in
like
your
no
chat.
way. There's no way.
No.
I couldn't believe it, but I did it.
literally
I
remember
went
that.
down the first time on the furthest run you had to do, but the second time I did it, I got it there with just a sliver of
I don't
health
think
left.
that you even had stamina up, did you?
Wow.
For that one, I think. Well, after
don't
going
think you
down, I might
did.
not have actually.
I don't
but
think you did.
I got it.
No.
I did it. I have
mean,
the
yeah, you
video
got
proof.
it, yeah.
I had no idea you could melee the
There's,
zombies. I
there's-
had
there's-
no clue.
There's a very vivid clip in my head of Evan in his most recent Citadel video just dying right before holding X on the dragon.
Oh,
And
that
it is so
sucks.
sad.
Oh,
It
that
is so
sucks.
sad.
Dude, okay, I want
I
to talk
feel
about this.
that.
Like, I'm gonna slightly divert from the day one. This man had me go and do a full Citadel Easter egg for a fucking thumbnail image, and they did not tell me.
Was it a good
Wait,
thumbnail
you
at
didn't do-
least?
Wait,
I did the full here. I can post it in like Gen Chat so you guys can see it. But I did the full ass Easter egg to get a single 4K resolution image of this boss.
wait a minute.
Nice.
Of the ball. Wait, what?
Of the Guardian. Of the
Guardian.
Yeah, the final.
Oh, of the
boss
Guardian?
over
Bro, when I made my day one video, I did the same shit for the medallion. Or the amulet.
there. Did
You
you?
needed that image.
I'm just gonna. Is it fine if I just
Dude.
post it in designation group project?
That's fine.
Where the
Dude,
fuck is the screenshot?
Sure. Man.
I hear that. Getting a good thumbnail. As growing up with YouTube, I know all about that. Don't you worry.
That is a cool thumbnail. I won't lie.
That does look good.
hold on.
That is nice.
I could go. The actual thumbnail. There's a couple versions of it, but they all involve that motherfucker.
Well, you know what? I think it was worth it. It turned out well. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I took a 4K 60 FPS screenshot of this motherfucker.
Haunting you, about to spit fire at you. Beautiful.
That's sick. I honestly do love the boss, though. I
Our
have
horse
to
is
say
just
that.
waking out, I can
He's
tell.
awesome.
Shit.
Bro, I just remember the first time he did his wall slam attack that just sends you up in the air, and I can just remember the first time that I was in it with my teammates, and LA was just like, "Yo, Mephistopheles wall attack."
I mean, similar, very similar. But would you say it's as hard as Mephistopheles in that
Nope.
respect?
No,
Nope,
no,
not
See,
in the
I
slightest.
don't feel it is either.
Not anymore.
I do
No.
believe it is less fair, but it is also less hard.
Yeah.
I feel like this boss can get a lot more spammy than Meth. And
I
a lot
can-
of
I can't
Meth
consistently
was
beat
kinda
Meth,
spammy
but I
too.
can consistently beat the Guardian, even with just bullet guns.
Yeah.
hmm
The
I
Guardian,
proved
the
that shit to
Guardian feels
Wiz.
a little bit more spammy, and he
Yeah.
feels easier to dodge stuff in the
Yeah,
first two
for sure.
phases, rather than Mephistopheles, just because I'm mainly complaining about the radius of the fireballs that Mephistopheles fires at you. Sometimes it's just
yeah,
it's larger than it should be. I feel.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Mm.
I just feel like the new bosses, all in Black Ops 6, have been bullet sponges. Not Liberty Falls, but Patient 13 and this guy in Citadel Des Morts, just
I mean,
bullet
that's
sponges.
I would
that's
disagree on
pretty
Liberty. I
big.
think it still is a bullet sponge. Assuming you're not using Etherella, absolutely a bullet sponge. The abomination
Depends what round
is
you go in.
a bullet sponge.
Not as
they're always-
bad though.
I
don't know.
I hate the BO6 abominations. They were better from Cold War.
The Cold War ones are way better.
Way better. So much better.
I honestly think Abominations have only gotten worse. I have only fought a Mega Bomb one singular time, but it was not fun.
Dude, I remember the last time I played MWZ I was doing a red zone contract, eliminate bounty. I dragged this man's ass to a building. I was just sat up on top of it. He couldn't attack me. I was in like one of those pile-up spots, right? And I was just
Okay.
using my effing reclaimer to just slowly chip away at his health by just shooting his heads. Like, yeah, I killed him. I didn't take that much damage, but it took so long.
Yeah, I feel like the bullet sponge
bro.
bosses.
Sucked.
I do kind of miss the day of boss mechanics instead of just every boss is Orda from Firebase.
Oh
Or they
my
just-
god. Oh,
Yeah.
help.
I like.
I can still
Okay.
hear the dogs.
I am a big fan of health bars, though. I will.
Oh, health bars
Maybe
are goated.
not so much. I don't know. I think I differ a little bit on that. It's like when it's
Boss
too
health
much,
bars? Yes.
it's too
Zombie
much.
health bars? No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. I meant boss.
Oh,
boss
I'm
health
sorry.
bars.
Oh,
I think.
well,
you're
bosses,
good.
yeah, that's kind of is what I'm referring to. Like, I
Which-
don't like when it's just a bullet sponge. It's like it takes too long and just I don't know. Like when Patient 13 first came out, it took quite a while to take him down. Like it was painfully
us.
long the first
Yeah.
time. Was it? Was it good?
Yeah.
I don't
Dude,
know.
we-
It
we-
just
It won in 11 minutes.
Yeah.
really. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's why we
I
got
definitely was not that time for us.
term clear too, solely because we had a
You guys I feel like the main reason why that you guys had like a faster terminus boss than us was because you guys probably had 4 people. We only had 3. I think all of you guys were using Sally's, right?
we had 3 and Carpo wasn't.
Oh,
Three
yeah, that
Sallies.
was an effective
I
one. Though.
I think that
Sure.
we
Random
only
ass
had
SMG.
2 Sallies.
I was using an SMG.
And then
Okay, yeah.
also LA and I were like swimming like chickens with their heads cut off by 3rd phase. So
We had a lot of deaths, but me and UK both had double packed Sallies, like with the dual wield. because we were fucking nerds.
Yeah.
No, that was
Yeah,
effective
that
in the
explains
beginning.
why y'all cooked them. That explains why y'all
Definitely,
cooked them.
that was a good loadout. Yeah, I didn't go in with that. I think I had the ASG at the time, which did quite a bit
the
of
ASG
damage.
is
but
really good. Yeah, no, it still is
it
really
does-
good.
it
You have to
is.
focus on those precision shots, especially
was
on
before
like
it's
the red
buffed, though.
spores or the whatever they're called, the warts.
Yeah, the
yeah,
critical spots
on the
on them,
boss.
yeah.
But like,
Bubble, boil,
yeah,
bubble.
just generically
Yeah.
speaking, the Sallies are just they're good. They're just
They are
Yeah.
good. They are good
Really good.
Sallies. Yeah, crazy thing is that as lame as Orta is as a boss, it is okay, you could correct me on this. It is the first boss to have like a proper health bar. And I think it is a
Yes.
great change.
Painful health bar in my opinion, but that's just me.
A boss health bar.
Fucking
it's
bullet
so much
sponge.
cooler.
With a
Maybe-
timer and a health bar, man. Oh.
Yeah,
Orta has a
that-
timer?
Yeah,
No.
didn't that one have? Didn't Orta have a timer?
No, I don't think I
No.
don't think that order has a timer.
I think you're thinking of Legion from
Oh,
Legion had a
you know
timer,
what?
yeah.
I am thinking of Legion.
9
That, I
minute
hated
timer.
that
Yeah,
one.
he was the first with a health bar.
Legion
too.
is one
Oh,
of my
yeah, I
favorite
remember.
zombie
Sorry.
bosses
Yeah.
of all time. Unironically.
Yeah.
It's the
No,
only good
Orta
thing about
was
Outbreak.
not bad.
Legitimately the only good thing about Outbreak is Legion.
I don't know.
Dude, oh my
I
God.
have played
Yeah.
that map so many
Dude,
times, man. and
the LFGs that I've done on Legion purely just because you know what? I haven't played Cold War in a while. Let's go play some Cold War. Let's dip our
not
toes
that
in there.
map.
Of
I
course
did
see
Outbreak
an
too many
LFG for
times. I
Legion,
got
like,
sick of it.
alright, Let me do Legion, and then we get to the boss fight, and all my teammates, I'm in a 4-player lobby, right, for LFG. All my teammates are dying, and they're just like you can hear their groans. They're not having a fun time, and I literally saw them every single time. Like they would be grouped up. There'd maybe be like megaton splitters off in the distance, and then a mangler slowly approaching them. The 3 of them were stationary at like the center of the field, and they're just shooting Legion when he's in the corner of the arena.
Oh
And I'm
my
just
God.
like, I'm just running around and I'm just pinging the fucking enemies behind them, and I'm trying to shoot them, and I'm like, guys, ads, and they just do nothing, and they just shoot at Legion. And it's like, oh my God.
Hey, they're trying
The
to help
number
you
of
out, man.
times I am a broken record for
Oof.
telling people you can't damage him when he's in the corner, and they're like, "But you can! I'm getting damage numbers."
No,
And I'm
you
like,
can't.
"That's
They're not
how it
capital
works,
experience.
bro."
Oof. Man, I think it's more my distaste for that boss
Yeah.
is more just the process it takes to get there. I think
Yeah,
because going
that's
through
kind of-
Outbreak, it just
It's oh my God,
it's
Zoo.
a
Oh
pain
my
to always
God.
get to that point.
To my beloved. Raw.
What is
Maybe
it
I'd
with
like it more if
LFG?
it was faster, you know. I don't
What
know.
is it with LFG carries and having an obsession with telling you you're wrong about things that they don't even know about?
People
It
just don't
happens
believe me
a lot.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I be telling people shit, like, and they just don't believe me. To be fair, for like the longest time ever, I believed that spiders could show up on Zetsubo in like round 8, and I don't know why I thought that. I'm gonna be fully honest with you. Like,
Hang on.
I mean, that's how you
Don't-
learn, though. I guess
Wait a
sometimes you
minute.
gotta be wrong, but when
Twist.
somebody's really
Wait a
trying to tell
minute.
you something. Wait, what are we waiting
round
for?
6, 5, 6, 7. That's when spiders can show up on ZNS, bro.
It's not.
Do not tell me that you thought it was 6, 7, 8. Wistful.
Oh my God, that's so loud.
Hmm. It probably was 5, 6, or 7. It probably.
It is.
It is 5, 6, 7.
I can't remember last time I
It
got
is
it.
the
Noah
exact
J.
same as
5, 6,
other
7.
special.
If 8 spiders exist, it's like incredibly unlikely.
You know what? I think it's more satisfying for my brain to tell myself that they don't exist, because 3 rounds is better than 4.
I honestly can't remember.
Spiders were weird on that
Yeah,
map.
having to go
Little
to
bit.
round 8 to get the juice. Is a
I
little
honestly don't know if I'd like the spiders or the vermin better. The vermin are fucking criminals, bro.
Dude,
I
they are
hate how
so
their
good.
damage
Like the-
goes up. Like 2 hits and you're down. Getting up in like higher rounds in this game, it's like it kind of sucks.
Dude,
Especially they leap.
even if you have probiotic with Jug on high rounds, if your armor is broke, you're still a 2-hit down.
No, I'm talking
It's
with armor,
crazy.
which is the thing that annoys the heck out of me. With armor, to get
They
hit
do
twice
kinda
by a
penetrate
spider
through,
and
I
they
think.
take you out in 2 hits, man, that's just
Yeah.
I can't believe it. There is an issue too with, and I really want to get your guys' opinion on this as well, but like the weapons, how much damage they do, and the scaling as you get up to like round 30, they start to just
Yeah.
like fall off hard, and
I
it
can see where
drives
this
me
segue's going.
crazy, man. I feel like a weapon feels good to me when it does a lot of damage, and I really like that kind of with Cold War. It felt like everything was doing a lot of damage to stuff, and I like when that's the case. Yeah.
I think they were just scared to have like AATs that kill zombies. Cause
Yeah.
like the BO3 days, don't get me wrong, AATs were really powerful, but they were like they were really fun. And they made high rounds like super accessible, which was the nice thing about it. And I'm not saying that they like it was a perfect system, but like I feel like BO4 and Cold War especially, Cold War pre-Shatter Blast definitely, like they just
Right.
didn't do anything. I feel like BO6 is a little better, but I don't know.
I
Nice.
hope
I-
to
they did
God
fix
that
that in
we
Black Ops
get
6, I
double
think.
tap. I hope we get double tap.
They have been
It would
teasing
be
it far
nice.
too much. If they do not do it, Kevin Drew's going to get like death threats, bro.
Okay, we are not endorsing sending Kevin Drew death.
No, we are not endorsing this.
We're
but
not
like,
endorsing Kevin.
Kevin
Not
Drew, we
endorsing
love
But
you.
death threats.
maybe.
Please don't harass people.
please.
Maybe he needs
does
just
not
a
For the
little
solve
15
anything.
people
motivation,
who watch
you know?
this podcast, please don't harass people.
It does not solve anything.
Well, Treyarch does watch our podcast, so maybe they'll harass
Totally.
him for us. So
That's why they patched everything, because we talked about it.
we've been leaking
Oh
too
my
much
God,
information,
bro.
dude. They've been
Yeah.
getting the good stuff from us, and we can't have
sorry.
that.
Oh, it's all our fault. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah,
is,
no,
it is, though.
I think double tap definitely would benefit the gameplay. Like
I
you're
would like
still,
it.
like even with the 4 times damage buff glitch that we're using right now, that's still not patched. Like you still have to play the game. Like it's still a game. You know, you're
Yeah,
you're
I don't
struggling
know.
with it.
I don't know where
but-
the idea that double tap was overpowered ever came from. That is just false.
Yeah, I don't know.
it's like like Double Tap
It's
2.0.
just
I feel like was
because- the balance between the weapon rarities and double tap, I'm pretty sure is what maybe shifted the focus. But
Then why
I mean,
would they
They
even
changed the point
introduce
system fundamentally in the
rarity?
game because they wanted to give us infinite perk slots, you know, so you could have them all. And because of that is the reason why that points are so hard to come by. It's so annoying to spend it on Pack-a-Punch. It's so annoying to spend it on ammo. And you know
Yeah.
what? They had the balls to quote unquote fix the problem by making Vulturate a perk.
Vulturate, yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
love
solved
it.
so many issues I have
I
with this
love
game.
Vulturate.
It's
It's
helped
so
a lot.
It's
Yeah.
I would go as far as to say that if zombies continues on this modern trend where you have to get kills to get points, we need Vulturate in every game, every map.
Yeah.
We just need it. It's a necessity. I don't care if you put it in the Wonder Fizz and I gotta wait to get it. Like it's a necessity.
IMO, like the only time this point system has ever kind of worked was BO4. It wasn't good in that game. Don't get me wrong, but like it was better than this
You were
because the
still
game
able
was
to get points from damaging zombies and
exactly. You could
Yeah.
still get
Yeah.
some.
It wasn't a
damage
full
points.
like crossover to if you stun a zombie you get a little bit of points. If you kill a zombie
And
you
the
get this amount
doors
of
weren't
points. If you get a critical
3,000
kill, you get-
points. Like,
Yeah.
It's a
the
pretty
doors
penny
are
right there, yeah.
Incredibly expensive
Wow.
on this game.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not usually buying a perk till around like 10 or 11, and I just feel like that's so weird to me.
There will be
Yeah.
runs on Black Ops 4, especially Dead of the Night, where I will get to the boss and having upgraded my Spitfire all the way, I'll have no points for perks. I will not have a single perk.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
okay, that's fair.
rough.
Yeah.
I feel like Dead of the
honestly,
Night's
yeah.
the exception in that game though, and Tag. Tag is also bad for
Mhm.
getting points because there's 8,000 doors. But just
You're
fuck Tag
door
in general.
rich. Yeah.
Me and all my homies hate Tagged or Toad.
And standing in a circle simulator for the last 20 minutes. Yeah, we love it.
I feel
I
like
love the 15-minute
scaling.
guaranteed boss fight.
scaling is the thing that needs to be focused on a lot when they're bringing out a new game. It's like the way the rounds scale, the way that your weapons damage is scaling in the match, and points would be another big one. Like how all those things scale as you progress throughout the game. And although I feel like there has been a few fixes they've brought into the game, like buffing some weapons to bring up their feel of damage and stuff like that, all of that's been good. But there is a bit of an issue once you get up in those higher rounds, as you mentioned, like it just feels like your weapons don't do enough. And to say the wonder weapons don't do enough damage, that surprises me. Like the ray gun not doing much damage once you get it higher up in rounds and stuff like that. Like the ray gun should be overpowered because it's a wonder weapon, you know? And
ray gun does enough
I'm not
damage
feeling
in
that.
this game.
It's
The rate of fire.
When you get
is
higher
what
up, it
is
takes a lot
lackluster
longer
on
to
it.
take out enemies with that. Like then you're starting to get 2 hits to take just a regular zombie down, and
Maybe,
then going up a little bit, maybe a little more
I,
than that.
I would have to say though
Just-
that for one weapons
I
in
don't know.
general in this game, like the jet gun and the beam smasher especially, they fit so well.
Jet gun
the
was
jet
good
gun
though.
is
that thing is
so
great.
broken.
That's
Like,
what I
the
want.
jet gun
yeah.
is so broken. The beam smasher also broken in such a good and rewarding way.
Feel
Like you
it
actually
could be
have to have
slightly
skill
better.
to use the beam smasher.
Mhm.
And the way that they
I-
nerfed its ammo gains a little bit just after launch, like, yeah, you have to actually try harder. Granted, it's easier now with Vulture because I think the actual ammo that you
Yeah, that'll
used to pick
help.
up was like 100 ammo per ammo thing from killing the
Yeah,
special
on day
enemies and the elites
one.
on day 1. Then they nerfed it down to 9 ammo. And now with
Mhm.
Vulture Rate Augment, it gives you 38.
30.
So-
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I knew it was.
Yeah.
okay.
I do think that a balanced zombies game is usually a more fun one, but like people, I like the thing with me and like the gun balancing is no matter what it is, I'm always just gonna use the most powerful gun, and there's always one gun that's good.
Yeah.
And like in BO6, I think there's actually a pretty good diversity of things that you can use. Like the XM4, the Tanto, the PU are all like really good guns that you can basically use.
Craig
round
is
40.
Really good. Yeah.
Craig as well?
is really good.
Yeah, that one is too.
Yeah.
But when I was doing
You
my round
obviously have
100
to
on
go
Citadel,
the GS45, but
yeah. But like the round 100 on Citadel was like really fun because it involves everything in your kit. Like you use your gun, you use your sword, you use your like you use Simtexes and incantations. Like it's really
Yeah.
fun.
use the
Yeah,
Casimirs, bro. Use those
That's-
Casimirs.
Dude, I
Vulture Rate
honestly
does
wasn't using
drop it, by the
Casimir's.
way, so that's nice.
I probably
Dude.
should have been.
Dude, so you know what? I think I put something in the group chat for our cast.
Uh-huh, you
I
did.
asked you a question earlier, and I think when Insomnia Virus made his guide for high rounds, I commented like the same question. Because I've been testing it recently. Because I recently prestiged to Prestige 9. I'm not high enough level to craft
Nice work.
Casimirs yet. So I was like, do I have to spend a permanent unlock token on this in order for them to spawn more frequent? Because I'm not getting them to spawn in. I think that
Still?
it does work with
Like-
the permanent unlock token. I just wasn't doing a lot of high rounds solo, and that's probably why that I wasn't getting a lot of spawns.
Huh. I've not
So-
had much of an issue with it, but I will warn you that it does take so many rounds for them to actually spawn in. Like when I was doing with monkey bombs, I mean, I would go maybe 2 or 3 rounds before I actually would get some spawning in. But then when they spawn, usually you get maybe like 2 at that
2 or
exact
3
round.
rounds to get a
Yeah.
handful of Casimirs for free like that. That's not long to wait at all.
Like
It's not.
No, that's
It's
not terrible.
That's-
It's just
Rounds on
That's what I was
Citadel
hoping
go
for.
so fast.
I don't
Yeah.
find myself using tacticals in Citadel though. I just use the incants. So I don't even know. I wouldn't know.
How lethal do you guys use?
You training a lot, Carpal? It's more for like a
Um,
camping strategy.
monkey bombs
okay.
I've been using for like my camo grinding, because I'll train a bunch of zombies, throw a monkey bomb down, get them in one space, and then just get all my headshots all before the monkey bomb goes
But
off.
not,
And
lad.
that's
you
a
can
good way
always
of
just
doing it.
play directed mode.
I
No,
have
no,
been
no,
doing
I
it in there
don't-
too. It's just
Bro.
both I do it that way.
Directed
So,
mode, Liberty Falls.
Directed mode is the most
Penguins.
boring shit ever.
It
Penguins.
is so.
I will
brain
say
dead.
that, yeah, it's mind numbing.
It's
but
so
Yeah.
brain dead.
So
Yeah.
so for Lethal's penguins, I like always run C4s because like in the back of my mind I'm like I'm gonna place this down and use it later. I never remember to. I literally never remember to place the C4s for the power ups.
I've been
I actually
running
use that more.
combat axes for hot
Yes, I
foot,
was gonna
but
say
Oh,
the same
that's so
thing.
fun.
Combat
but when
axes.
I'm not
It's
running
so
combat axes, I
fun.
like Simtaxes a lot. Simtaxes are really fun.
The only reason I use combat axes is because I know that I can use one infinitely, and it's just like regardless of what I'm doing, if I need to run somewhere, even if I can't like run like maximum speed, pull up my melee weapon, I think you actually run slower on Citadel with one of the swords than
Yeah,
like
I
your
noticed that.
standard
You
dedicated
do.
melee weapon. Just throw a tomahawk, run through it to pick it up again, and you're on cloud 9, bro. Dude,
Mhm.
the hot foot augment on stamina
Huh.
up is so much fun in this game. It's so much
I
fun.
never even thought about
Is
that.
is that like faster speed after a like a
Yeah,
lethal
after
kill
you
or
use a
something?
tactical, yeah.
After you get a no, it's not
Lethal,
well
not
yeah, it's just any
Is
equipment
it not
kill.
use?
Tactical
Oh, it's the
tactical or
kill.
lethal.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
like
and
if you
tactical
throw down a
lethal.
monkey bomb, you get a kill, or a Casimir and you get kills, it gives you hot foot.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
speed
It's
boost.
not just your lethal.
There are some people who are really swearing by smokes in zombies, which
Dude,
They aren't bad.
they are only good at
For
the
the
bomb
terminus
step on
step?
terminus.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that will ever amount to being good.
but like
That's it.
Yeah.
crazy
Nothing else.
concept, Ether Shroud exists, and there's an augment to make it longer, to where it covers most of the bomb duration. Like I
Oh, yeah.
But
I never have much trouble with
multiple
zombies during that
charges
step
is
either. It's
probably
just
better.
not too
No,
bad.
Plus, if
multiple
you're
charge.
on
No,
solo,
no,
you probably have a beam smasher. You can slow the zombies.
multiple charges and the time one are different. Like I forget
Yeah.
which is which, but one of them's minor, one of them's major.
No, they're both.
No, they're both minors.
They're both minors.
Am I crazy? I'm
Increase-
looking. This...
Yeah,
okay.
you're insane. Because the
Extra
majors
charge
is
and extended duration are literally extra charge is the second minor, and then extended duration is the third minor.
as Carpal. The majors for the Ether Shroud is it covers
Group shroud,
more, like
burst dash,
burst slash,
void
and then
cheat.
void
Oh,
in
cheat.
that
sorry.
order.
I was thinking of the group one and the long the
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
that those are two. But yeah, no, you get multiple charges or you get increased duration.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
I think increased duration is probably better, but I usually run multiple charges just because I like using burst dash as a weapon.
Yeah, I like that too. That's what I used to
Yeah.
run, but
Like an
I
old
switched
school
over
stuff.
to max
It's
duration.
so helpful
I don't
for
know
the
if I like
terminus
it as
boss
much.
fight
I don't know.
too. When you're like
Yep.
hoarding up the zombies and you know that patient 13 is about to like come back up again in mid phase, and you're like, all right, I have a horde of zombies in front of me that I have to take care of, and I also want to get free damage on the boss. Let me just hoard them and get them in a perfect line and just boop and
Dash
just
right
like
through.
Back to the Future, zoom right in front of them and just eviscerate all of them. It's so satisfying.
Yep.
It's
I
so
also
satisfying.
the burst dash. I know it's not like the meta anymore, but burst dash for the Raven trial is just so nice. I fucking hate the void incantations because like sometimes it'll send them up on the
Yeah.
floor above and it won't give you the kill.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
can't
ooh,
consistently
that
get
sucks
that
that
with four incantations.
I always, whenever I'm doing that, I always use Frenzied Guard before I even like get to that point, like go into the boss, and then I'll switch to Ether Shroud. If I'm on co-op, I'm not using Burst Dash. I'm using Group Shroud because of
Yep.
the whole like
Yeah.
Guardian manipulation. If I'm on solo, I could use Burst Dash, but let's be honest. The amount of souls you need for that Mystic Orb challenge on solo, you're gonna get it with two very decent amount of hordes of zombies, like 7 or 8 zombies each with the incantation. Like that's all you need.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I've gotten it a couple times. Like it's just whenever I'm playing co-op, I like cannot consistently get it with just the 4 that I usually bring in.
It's like
and
2
I'm
from
always-
from another podium and then 2 from within the
Yeah.
Undercroft.
It's just like when solo, yeah, I could probably do it. It's just I get one burst dash kill, like one full horde, and then that's usually enough with one incantation to get it done.
Nice. I guess I never really did that for that particular step, but that's a cool idea. I like that.
Penguin, did you also learn the same way that I did? That Burst Dash was able to track souls for that just by
I
watching
watched
the
the
speedruns?
Kingman. Yeah, I watch Kingman
Yeah,
Speed.
Yep. We all we learned from watching Kingman.
Not Kingman almost getting in trouble in Evan's stream for spoiling stuff.
Oh my god.
Dude,
I
that was
think I'm
hype.
the
That was a
one
hype
person who
moment.
hasn't seen this.
Hey, if someone
Yeah,
is gonna
so-
spoil it, you know, they should be glad it was Kingman. If someone's gonna
Kingman.
spoil it.
I love that movie, by the way. Great. They had made 3 of them. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, they made a movie after Zombie Speed.
They made a
Is that-
movie
yeah.
about Kingman the speedrunner.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I love that one. That's so good.
The
Yeah, I don't
greatest
think I know
trilogy
who
of
this
all
is, so
time.
I'm a little
No,
loud
he's
this
just-
one. But
he's like the BO6 speedrunner guy.
oh, is he really?
I think he's held all 3
He
maps.
is the modern
And
speedrunner
here
guy.
I thought it was Whist.
No.
My
no.
gosh.
He is the modern speedrunner guide. The guy that's all he does. Literally, that's all he does.
So he's big into it. I got you.
He's been doing this since Cold War. Like
Yeah.
since its prime. He's been doing this since Cold War.
Nice.
No, I
Yeah,
remember
I-
he did
Dude,
some,
Dude,
it's,
I remember
Blood-
watching a fucking
blood runs back in
I
the.
think it was like a Mr. T Alexify video recently, where he would just like
bro.
be roasting shit guard zombies, and then there would be a moment in the video where it's just Kingman's Twitter clip, the difference between round 1 and 18 on Duran Fang, and it's just there's metal music playing in the background, and as soon as he spawns in on the round 18 challenge, he's just dead. He's just,
Oof.
Vanguard.
Yeah,
is
I haven't
dark
watched
time, bro.
Lexify since all the Fallout and everything happened.
Yeah,
I haven't really heard anything from that guy anymore.
I can't
so-
watch his videos after what I've seen.
No,
Bro,
it's
Yeah,
not-
it's kind of the same.
I don't know why, dude. Every time that I get a noti for that, there's this part of my brain. It's like, dude, I don't want to watch this, and then I watch it anyway, and I'm like, I hate what I am listening to. I hate what I'm watching. He has fallen so out of touch with. I don't know why I watch his content. I don't know why. I don't know
My whole
why.
issue with Zombies YouTube right now is like, when it comes to like watching Easter egg videos, like I was there, like with Citadel especially, like we were there like solving that shit. So it's like, well, I don't really need to watch like guides or anything on this anymore.
I still haven't
And
watched
then-
any of Milo's guides for the swords. 'Cause
And
I
then
just
like
learned it all.
Twitter, like with Twitter, like I see everything that's like, oh, here's exactly like the Raven Sword puzzles. Like I saw
Yep.
that on Twitter before anyone could make a guide. Oh,
Right.
here's like the fire cell. Like that's usually like I see it like
Same thing.
a day or two before anyone can make a video on it. And then when it's stuff
People
like
are fast
Lego
at that.
and Jev who make like the occasional zombies video, like I had Nebula before both of them, so
Damn.
it's like, you know, I
Yeah.
didn't really have any interest in like seeing somebody else get it when
crazy.
I.
Social
It's
media
actually
goes
crazy how
fast
some
on that
people have
stuff.
said that Jev is actually better at like he's more of a camo guy than Lego is, when that's literally Lego's channel. Like that's what he's known for.
Lego.
Wouldn't he be known for Legos? You know, I'm just saying.
You would think, wouldn't you?
You
But
know,
no,
that
he's a
name
COD
seems
guy.
a
It
little
makes no
misleading.
Lego COD Zombies is something.
That you know, that would be a cool mod map. I actually would find that kind of dope. Actually, I think there is Lego mod maps. Yes, there is. I
Yeah.
actually downloaded one before. I forgot about that.
Pulling
That's
up
an old
workshop
map, though.
now.
There is.
Pulling up
might find
workshop
more than
right
one.
now.
Oh man.
Lego, please.
My whole thing with Lego's content is like, he's very good at making content, but like when it comes to camo grinding, I feel like it's hard to make it enjoyable to watch, especially in this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a process. I was
Whoa.
never
Oh
into
my
like the camo
God.
grinding, but this Black Ops 6 is the first time I've ever been into it. And I never was big into prestiging either before. I would just play the game, but I've been into it recently, and I don't really know why. I just been very competitive with it, and I don't have a reason. Just
Guys,
it's something new, you know. But I
Not-
really actually kind of enjoyed it.
Not,
just the
not
grind
that
is a little
specifically.
painful.
Not that specifically. You guys remember Noah J's contest he held a while back? It was like the escape
Yeah, the
room map.
mapping.
Map-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
There is a Lego temple escape that plays pretty high for that, and it looks sick.
Temple escape.
Like,
I-
the zombie
Listen, when I
dog.
get the PC, I'm so down to do some
Let's
some
go.
customs.
Yes.
Man, all the torches
We
are Lego.
gotta do some customs. The
zombies
four
are
of us.
Lego.
We gotta do some customs.
So down.
Absolutely. I love mod maps. I hate this one with a burning passion, but there's a infinite Yoshi's map, and the problem with that particular one is you have a health bar that does not regenerate, and that's the problem with the whole thing. But I love the challenge of it. I kept going in that for streams, and I kept playing that map over and over again, and it was rough, but man, was it fun. I like the concept. It was cool. And I love that mod maps do that, you know? I love that people are so creative like that. There's even a tower defense that was in one of the mapping competitions. That looks so cool.
Yo,
I want to try it.
The custom mapping community, the custom modding community for zombies is creative, you say?
Yeah, they're creative.
Bro's out here like, yo, I'm about to enjoy Infinite Yoshis when Cum City exists.
Wait, what?
You don't know about Cum City?
I haven't heard
Yeah,
about
for
this
the
one,
dead.
no.
Poop of the Dead.
Burger King zombies.
I have heard
Like-
that one, actually. That one I do know about.
Poop of the Dead wasn't a horrible map.
Have you guys
Not heard
touched
that
the
one.
Burger Zombies franchise?
I've done, like, the Wendy's one. I know, and I did a Taco Bell one on stream one time.
Back when custom maps were first starting and they weren't as demanding, I could play them a lot more. So I have played like some of like the old McDonald's, like Wendy's stuff like that.
I've
And I did
never
play Poop
played
of the Dead.
any of the fast food ones.
They really aren't that
I've only
good.
seen them from like
Nah,
Vanoss
there's
or
nothing
something.
really crazy about them. At least not that I've seen so far.
I mean, they are what they advertise. It's zombies in those fast food restaurants.
Yeah, that's it.
literally. And you have like
really-
this cringe weird ass Bible ending or some shit.
They
It's like,
just always remind me of the
yeah,
old fashioned "you always win" days. I don't remember if you guys remember that.
Yeah,
the
I do,
days.
actually.
I don't.
Yeah.
Wiz, you were relatively recent to the zombies community, right? At least like BO3,
Must
right?
be.
Was when you started playing.
I didn't even. No, I don't think I even know who You Always Win was when BO3 was
There-
in its prime.
They kind of stopped playing zombies and like when Exos was coming out. They might.
Wow,
they
was
still
it
upload.
really that
I
early?
think.
Understandable. Yep.
Yeah, it was.
They still upload, I think, but like they just kind of started falling off around
Wait,
Exo zombies.
Well, what,
They
what do you mean
have not
they're
been falling off anymore at all. I've seen their
Always Win?
content that they've made recently. They pump.
I'm gonna check it out right now, actually,
Yeah.
because I haven't looked at their
They
channel in
pump.
probably a decade, unironically.
Yeah, I'm actually curious. I've not heard anything
That's
about
not
them
what I-
from
Oh my god.
Huh.
You always win. What do you mean they're popping off? I'm gonna be fully honest. This video has 7,000 views.
Well, that's
Hey,
more views than
my
I get,
Last
I guess.
video that
So-
I watched from them, am I crazy? Is that
By
Hold
by
on.
the scale of the people
was the
speaking
last,
right
was
now,
The
that
last
is
video that I watched had like 200 some K.
They're still like getting decent views, like 30, 40K, and they're uploading two,
Wow.
3 times a week. So they're making a living off this still, but
I didn't even realize they were still going.
Wait.
wow.
I know
okay.
I know they've been uploading.
Oh my
since
god. Wait.
I've,
holy
I've
they
never
crap.
stopped
heard of
getting
it.
like 300-400K per video.
Whoa.
Their
But-
thumbnails look super AI generated. in
Oh,
my
they're
research.
100% AI
Oh yeah,
generated.
no, they definitely do.
Got to keep up with the times,
I'm not
you
gonna
know.
lie. I think I was not thinking about you.
Oh!
I was thinking about
Oh, actually,
something else.
you reminded me of something we should talk about. The whole AI fiasco that's going down with Treyarch. I do want to kind of get your guys'
yeah.
thoughts on it. Like,
It's just it's
apparently
stupid.
some of the artwork and stuff that you gain from like calling cards and stuff like that is AI generated.
Yo,
I didn't notice this at
That is
first.
not- that's
Six
not what I thought you were talking about.
fingers.
That's,
So-
not what I
That's
thought
one
you-
of the
Stanford,
aspects.
six
The
feet.
other thing is the voice actors and how they
So
left
I'm-
because
yeah.
the AI part in their contract. So, yeah, what do you guys think about that? I hate that they got rid of original Samantha's voice. I thought she played the
Yeah,
character
Bro,
well. She
dude, I'm
sounded
livid for
enthused, you
that.
know. and
Dude, I
hated it.
watched Milo's video on the whole topic.
It's the
and
same
when
actor
I
since
learned
World
what
at War.
isn't that what it's
Yeah,
called?
and she's
SAG-AFTRA?
gone. She's gone.
Yeah,
Isn't that what it's
SAG-AFTRA.
called? Yeah,
Yes,
I looked into the whole thing. I watched videos and stuff to like learn more about the organization.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I did not realize how bad it is right now. Like, I did not
Oh,
realize
it's
how bad
horrible.
it was. Apparently, it was
didn't know they
way
could add that
worse
in
and way more
contract.
complicated in 2016. Apparently, it was.
Last year
Really?
it was even really bad.
All the strikes happening for the
Yep.
acting
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
My whole opinion, the AI voice stuff, unacceptable. Like
Yeah.
those actors should
Yeah.
100%
Yep.
like the Weaver voice actor and the Samantha Max's voice actor have been with Call of Duty for nearly like at least Weaver's actor, he did some stuff in BO4. But like that means he's been around for like 7-8 years. And the fact that
Yeah,
he
it's
isn't
a
getting
long
any
time.
protections is insane. And
That's
it's the same
ridiculous.
Samantha voice actor since World at War. It's her again. They got the
she's-
same woman.
Julie Nathanson
So, like-
has been a part of the series for almost 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Like
Wow.
Years.
the fact that she is not getting any sort of protections is
Criminal.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, however,
criminal.
I will say this about the actual art in like the game. I think there's a pretty high chance that Treyarch got scammed with those.
Oh.
Like I would, me
How
and
so?
a lot of like I don't know if you guys know how like those types of emblems and calling cards are made. Most of those aren't in-house Treyarch. They commission them from artists.
Oh.
So
That I
my
didn't
guess, there are some of them where like yes, definitely this was made in-house with AI. Like the one I can think of right off the top of my head. You remember the Gobblegum event like hand with 6 fingers?
Yeah.
That
Yes.
one had to have been made by Treyarch. However,
Ah.
the Santa zombie, the like
Yeah,
25
that one
kill
kind of
calling
looks
card.
AI.
Yeah, no, it is 6 fingers.
Suspicious.
It's 100% AI. Like there are like confirmed AI. People have put them through
Oh, there.
generators and they've told like it's come back positive. They're
Sure.
all like in the same art style and they clearly have some digital altering done to them. So people like I think personally they got scammed on those, but I also don't think they care. So
No, probably
Yeah,
not.
no, probably not. I mean,
The workload of creating all those calling cards probably is a bit excessive. And I could see how AI would help in like the creation of those and speeding up maybe game production and getting everything out there in time. I
Yeah.
can understand
just
that.
appears lazy.
It's just I know because I follow a lot of different artists out there that they have a big gripe with like AI generated artworks because it takes
Oh, yeah.
away from actual artists and stuff like that. So that was kind of why I brought that up, because I was curious, like, what do you guys think of that? Like, it's unfair to the people that originally would have made the
yeah, it
artwork or
steals
something
art
like
to
that.
make
You
it.
know,
It's like
yeah.
did anyone here watch the Game Awards, the most recent one?
I
I
did
did.
watch the
I
Game
did not.
Awards.
I watched it
There-
late, but I got to it.
Yeah, if you don't know already, there was an entirely AI generated game trailer for a game that does not exist.
Yeah,
It's so bad.
Which
Like-
one was it?
It's
I need
listed
to watch
on
that.
Steam right now. It is called Catly. It's like a cat game.
Cat. Oh yeah,
Got
yeah.
that.
Oh, I did see that one. That
That
one
game,
looked weird,
Catly?
man. I don't want to play
It is
that.
not real.
How
It
do you
is not real.
spell it?
Cat
Catly?
and then Lee.
yeah.
What?
It literally wasn't a game.
It is not
Cat
real.
and
Huh.
Lee.
The developer's name is super
Cat
authentic.
LY.
You can't. Yeah,
It's
Cat
the
Doesn't
word
sound like
cat
he's
with an
super authentic.
LY
but,
at the
uh,
end of it. Catley.
Cat Lee.
Yeah, those are some freaky looking cats. I'm just gonna say.
Also, listen,
I didn't
I'm not
like it.
saying Erdtree didn't deserve the win. I don't think it should have been in the running. Like, I don't think DLC should have been in there.
I
Why
Genuinely.
wasn't
like,
Subnautica 2 not in the game awards? And
Most
down.
anticipated.
down,
I
bro.
am so anticipating that game. I really want to have that game
That is-
soon.
that
I
is
think it's because of
literally-
Below Zero doing not great that Unknown Worlds has been getting a
think
bit
that's
cooked.
it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
Below
Bendy
Zero was
and
really
the Ink
not great to
Machine,
me.
Like Joey Drew Studios, they are bringing out another game. I just saw the trailer
Oh yeah,
for it, which
dude,
was
those people are like blacklisted from the Game Awards.
really
Oh.
why?
Do you not know about all the controversy with the Meatly games?
I guess I haven't heard about it. No.
Dude, you gotta watch the 4-hour documentary of how like
4-hour
actually fucked
documentary.
up.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay. I'll
the
have to check it
Meatly
out,
I think is fine, but like the co-developer of those games is like an unbelievably horrible person.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Like I
I
can probably
didn't
find the
know that.
video link because it shows up in my recommended every once in a while.
Damn.
But I just know if you look up like Joey Drew Studios controversy, it'll probably
I guess
show
I'll-
up, and it's like a
I'll have
4-hour
to.
long video.
Damn. Yeah, I liked their games. I played Bendy and the
No,
Ink Machine
Bendy
when it
and
first came
they were
out,
both
and
really fun.
Dark Revival. They were excellent, but yeah, I had heard nothing about
No, I don't think
anything
it's
behind
like
the company.
I don't think it's
guess.
terrible to like support the company. I think a lot of it is just like one person, but like
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're like hard banned from the Game Awards because I'm pretty sure like
Wow.
Jeff Keighley is involved with some of it, if I remember correctly. So
Well, it's got to
Oh,
be
no.
serious to get banned from the Game Awards. I'm
Jeff-
assuming
Jeff
like that.
Keighley?
That sounds like
Really?
a serious thing.
Like, really?
yeah,
Jeff Keighley.
well like no, he's not involved. Like he was affected by it or something like that. Like it was some scam that one of the developers did.
Oh,
Like one of the developers just has like a horrible background.
Huh? That's
There's
a shame.
like the Meatley and somebody else, and it's the other guy.
Huh?
I'd have
Wow.
to look
Yeah,
at
I'll-
it again. It's been about a year
check
since I've
it
watched
out,
that
'cause
video.
that is
other than that
interesting.
little AI fiasco, Game Awards were great.
Yep, I actually like really. I think Astrobot was a fine win. I would have preferred a Blatria
Dude,
one,
I
but
want to play Astrobot so bad. I don't have
I
a
had
PlayStation.
not heard as much about Astrobot. Surprisingly, I think
It
I
was
saw
so
it in
much
my
fun.
game list, and I
I've
looked
watched
at it and was like,
playthroughs
eh,
already.
I don't know
It
about
looks
this,
like-
but I'm hearing
it-
so much about it.
my brother played all of it, and then he let me the game, and it's peak. It's actually so good.
It looks like to
Really?
me, it looks like a modern day mix of Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy.
It-
Like two of
To,
my
to
favorite things.
me, it plays like a mixture between Galaxy and like Banjo Tooie, if you can kind of.
Yeah, I see that.
For me, it just
Okay.
looked like an indie
I
Steam
am
game that some
oblivious
person
to
created in
what
their
you guys are
basement.
talking
It is.
about,
I have
but
not played
it's
it. And
The
it
Game Awards, my dude.
is the
Awards.
best, probably the best.
well, I guess
platformer
specifically
in-
the game that you guys are talking about. I know you guys are talking about Game Awards.
Yeah, it's one called Astrobot, right?
Yeah,
Um,
PlayStation's
and
new icon after they absolutely fucking murdered Sackboy.
It did not look
Rest
like it
in
was going to be
peace.
that legitimate of a game, so I didn't give it the benefit of the doubt, and I guess I should have.
It is an I haven't even played it. I've only watched people play it. It is an incredible platformer.
Dude, honestly, like Capital, or sorry, not Capital, Carpal, I wouldn't be opposed. Like, I could give you the PSN
Capital.
stream. You could like stream it to your PC and play it on that. You just have to plug in a controller.
Oh, really?
If I gave you my PlayStation info, yeah,
Okay. I'll have to talk to you about that afterwards.
I would not be opposed to doing that because unironically, peak video game.
Okay. I think we've reached the point where we're off of BO6, and I feel like this is a good stopping point.
Yeah,
So
I don't totally disagree.
We could do that. Sir Capital there.
yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Do you wanna sign us off? I don't know. Did we cover everything we wanted to though? I feel, are we missing something?
I also feel like we might be missing something. Hold up. We talked about patches. We talked about.
I knew
bugs,
there was
talked
some
about
other stuff
day
that we
one,
wanted to
week
cover,
one.
but I can't remember what it was.
I thought we did.
We might have
a
touched
great
base on
job,
everything, but
okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
We kind of gloss over the day one stuff, but like honestly, there's not a whole lot to mention about it. It's like, yeah, it was pretty fun.
Like I'm not gonna sit
Yeah.
here
Excited
and
for the next one.
brag about all our accomplishments. That's not what we're here for.
No.
What?
Listen, when we get the world's first,
I don't know about you, but
Get world's first. If we
I
get
am
world's
amazing,
first,
me myself.
We're gonna talk for 2 hours about how we got world's first when that happens.
dude, if we ever get world's first, I'm fucking doing that, bro.
I am
That would be sick,
prepared
yeah.
for hours on that.
I will
Yeah,
never let anyone.
Wait. There was one thing that we need to talk about. We need to
I
talk
also
about.
have one
There is
other
one
thing
thing.
that I wanted to bring up too.
Alright,
But
alright.
go ahead.
Beautiful.
Go for
you
it.
go first, because
Oh,
I'll
are you
remember
sure?
mine.
I wanted to get your guys' opinion on the frequency of doppelgasts in the game itself. At first, when
Balance.
you're starting the game, it's not so bad, but then they come in every single round. Do you
round.
feel like
The
it's
round
a little
70, where there's
excessive?
19 of them.
Well, yeah, it goes up in numbers too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
also.
don't really play
I don't
high
mind
rounds
it at all
but
at that point.
Really
I don't mind
straight-
it. They die so quickly, even on the high rounds. They're not
Strike
like
round.
manglers.
It bothers me slightly. For me, it does bother me a bit.
Okay, and any other topics that you wanna?
Yes.
Okay.
This might drag the duration a little bit, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts about where we might be going for DLC 2, and then also our thoughts about the reveal that Kraft is Richtofen's adopted father, or I'm sorry, rather I should say,
The
Richtofen is
cutscene.
the adopted son of Kraft.
All right,
I'm curious
first-
to hear your guys' thoughts about the
first thought-
lore.
okay,
Lore.
first thought about that is that they completely botched that reveal by having a radio telling
Thank
you that
you.
in the map.
Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
Full Yep.
agreement,
Thank
full
you for
agreement.
agreeing with me on
Yeah,
that.
same.
They should have just kept it in the cutscene and then not talked about it in that
Yo.
stupid fucking Richtofen radio, bro.
Yeah.
Or the Richtofen radio should have only unlocked after you beat the main quest. Either or.
Yes.
That would have
Yes,
made
it
more
should've.
sense, honestly.
It would be like
Because
Absolutely
they track
should've.
when you beat it.
I
They can
remember
see
that.
when you beat the main quest. So like they could have just had the intel not show up until after you've completed it.
or it could have been a reward for the Easter egg in your like actual. You just get it for beating it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, that too.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah,
Wow,
like
it
give
would
us
work.
give
Yeah, I
us an
agree.
audio recording
Yeah.
to just listen to in the menus. Yeah,
Listen-
I think that'd be awesome.
On the whole like we're going to an excavation site in France, even if it isn't Origins, there better be a fucking Origins reference, man. There better be like a dead giant
there better
robot.
be, yeah.
Like
I
there better
hope
be a
so.
dead giant robot somewhere, or there better be like a dark ether mode where we can go and see a robot or like one of the staffs.
Yo,
I don't
they
don't care.
reinvent zombie blood to like work with Ethereum or some shit? Like what if they
I don't think they'll ever
reinvent
bring back
the,
zombie blood just because
Dude,
ether shroud
That'd be a
exists.
cool
I want
throwback.
it so bad for no
Like,
reason.
imagine like a one of those the drop things that you shoot and it spawns a drop. You could have like a makeshift ether shroud by just C4ing one of those and getting a zombie blood.
I wanna. I think that'd be a
Yo,
good idea.
map
but something-
exclusive drops. Hey yo,
that'd be sick.
that'd be.
I wanted
that'd
to
be
bring up
absolutely awesome.
the idea of like how we got like Lightman, Tesla Storm, and Vulture.
Mhm.
Do you think every
Yeah.
map in the future is gonna need like a new field upgrade, new ammo mod, and new perk to be like super unique? Because I kind of do. Like
I like it. I
Lightman-
like that you get something new like that in every category. Like get a new
So,
ammo mod, a new wonder
Vulture
weapon,
Aid
all that stuff. in it. I
changes
like
not
that.
just the map that it came out for; it changes the
game.
entire game.
The whole game.
That's
yeah.
what I
Tesla
mean.
Storm does like nothing for me. I don't know about you.
I
It
got the
does
same.
nothing.
I think
I got
Tesla
a
Storm
calling
was just
card from
added
it.
because they had it in the fight. Like it was basically just
Yeah.
Cold War.
Cold
like-
War, yeah.
Had it, and so
I
they
don't
did
think we're gonna get Ring of
Lightman,
Fire.
I think is the only. I think Lightman is the only thing that like genuinely has an impact on specifically Citadel, and it's for two reasons.
and the way you
One
play
is
as well.
the boss fight, and two is because currently in the game there's only one entity that's really weak to Lightmen's. It's so funny. You find so many people who make videos on YouTube right now about like, hey, what's the new best ammo mod for this game? And like, yeah, I know that there's a
Napalm
lot of people
Burst.
who are like, yo, the Shatter Blast from Cold War. Guys, the ammo mods are not valuable based off of their ability to kill. They are not
They're based off the
necessarily
damage they do to
based
the
off of-
bosses.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally what the entities are weak to. So it depends what map that you play. That's
I'm gonna be honest
that's
with you.
what
If
the ammo mods are meant to be judged off of.
if the
Yeah.
amalgams couldn't be like one shot by the incantations, I probably would still use Deadwire or Shadow Rift on
Yeah,
Citadel.
that's
it-
understandable.
Deadwire's
sure.
like major argument is just super good, but like that's the thing I like about them bringing in new like ammo mods and shit like that. Like, should they go back and like if they made Manglers weak to Lightmen, that'd be sick. Like
That would be.
amalgams are weak to 2 different damage types, so it's possible. Like in the
Yeah.
game engine already.
Yeah.
Like it'd be sick if they went back and like made even if just like make parasites weak to Lightmen. Like something
it
else.
causes you to like change up your play strategy, and that's
Exactly.
such a cool thing
Hold up.
because like people have been
what
just
actually
experimenting with
benefits
things.
you for having a weakness against parasites or vermin?
Bro,
like,
I don't know, but I'm
Why
just
would
saying.
you benefit from
Uh,
shooting them with cryo freeze? Like I know that that's a weak elemental type,
Yeah,
but like
no.
like genuinely,
get one
I want
shot.
to ask you
You're
genuinely.
buying yourself
why
time,
does it
you know.
matter? Like at that point, may as well just have one be weak to fucking zombies. Like,
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's just like,
dude, cryo
it'd be
freeze
nice if
is
they went back.
the
and added
most
stuff like
slept on
that.
ammo mod in this entire game.
Dude,
It's
camo
so
grinding,
slept
it was
on.
my
Pretty
goat.
worthless.
Camo grinding,
yeah.
it was my goat. No, you don't understand. The like ice storm with elemental pop in camo grinding, easiest headshots of my life. Now, granted,
Really?
directed mode exists.
I never
But
used it
I
for
don't
all
have
of
it
my
set up that
Nebula
way, I
grinds.
guess.
Never used it once.
I always
Well,
had a gun
maybe-
with
maybe a couple
napalm and
times
always a
we've
gun
used
with
it,
cryo
but-
on Liberty, and
You
then
know
it was
what?
always
Then
dead
again-
wire and always cryo on
I think I have that
Rem.
augment set up for cryo, but I've never had like a cloud or anything for him. I don't know if I've
You
just
have to kill a zombie
been
that's
bugged out or
already
something?
frozen. So you have to get cryo to
I
proc
had
on the
to
zombie
have at
and
some
then,
point. I mean,
Yeah, it's rare on the early rounds, but when you're in like round 30, it happens a lot more.
I'm gonna double check and see if I actually have it set up.
I
I'm
just
pretty sure
don't-
I got that on there.
I just
but
don't use cryo. Like I don't have a reason to use cryo.
They need to make a
Certain
boss that's weak to
weapons
They
cryo.
need to make
because
yeah. They need to make a
None
boss
of the
that
major
they-
bosses are even weak to it.
I use
Like-
it in Cold War.
brain rot.
I used it in
don't
BO4
think
as well.
I don't like brain rot. I've
The
never.
I
Megatons
like brain
used
rot
to be
solely
affected
because
by
of the
it.
infinite monkey bomb thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I just.
I like
If
the
they're
idea
gonna
of
make a new
it.
boss that requires a certain like ammo mod, like if anything, just please give us cryo, please.
Yeah.
I don't actually think that cryo was like weak to anything important in Cold War. Like it wasn't it literally like plague hounds again.
Like
that was it.
hounds.
Megatons were
And-
affected by
No,
cryo,
they were
weren't
dead
they?
wire. They were dead wire.
Was it
They
dead
were
wire?
dead wire.
Oh.
They were
dead
definitely
wire.
dead wire. Yeah, no, 100% they were
Mm.
dead wire.
Oh,
All
no,
of
I'm
the-
thinking of
Krasny's
Wonder
were,
Weapon.
Krasny's
did a
were
lot with that
Shatter
one.
Blast because
Yep.
they're like mechanized.
That was their map.
The abomination. Wait, what is that?
Napalm.
Abomination?
It was napalm.
Right, it still
Napalm
is.
again.
It still is napalm.
Manglers are
Okay.
also napalm.
And manglers are napalm as well.
And
which
then
makes
mimics
sense.
were brain rot.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The brain rot mimics. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the, I
dude,
only
like,
know
why-
that because of camo grinding and
Brain
Field
rot.
Work. That's the
Cryo,
only
dude.
reason I know.
Sounds like something
Fucking
Red
cryo.
Death. Sounds like something Red Death would say.
About what?
Brain rot mimics.
Oh
I don't know.
God. Oh.
If mimics come back in this game, I'm gonna be pissed.
I
They're
used
already in
cryo-
I've
the
been
game.
wondering.
Disciples are
No.
as well. Please don't give
No,
us them.
listen,
we want
listen,
new
let's
enemy
listen
types.
for it.
They're in the game.
They won't.
Wait,
Yeah, so is the
actually,
KSG, bro. We're not.
there
having-
is mimics in the game already. I forgot about this.
There is
They're
a
in the
mimic in the
campaign.
in the
A
campaign.
Yeah.
mimic in the game.
A
disciple
mimic,
in
I
the
guess,
game.
yeah. In the campaign, so it has come back. It does look cool, and the sound design they did behind the mimic sounds super cool. I just gotta say that scene
Yeah,
when I
give
heard
brain
it,
rot a
like,
use.
that sounds sick.
Honestly, though, if they only show up on like one map, I think I'd be fine with mimics coming back.
I want new things though. I think
Yeah,
that's what
I
I want.
agree.
It's like I get that they wanted to bring back like the manglers. They want to bring back the three-headed creatures. I can't even think of the name right now. But
I'd be fine,
Well,
honestly, if
Insomniavirus
they.
I like the
just
new
replied to my
concepts.
comment. Well, I say just, but I only got the notification now. Apparently, he replied to it like 2 hours ago. He just says, "You don't need to craft Gershes. You can just pick one up from the drops." He
Yes.
just didn't answer my question at all of
If
what I
you,
meant.
Yeah, you can
but
pick
it's
them up.
fine. I already have the answer now.
But like honestly, with mimics, if they half their health, and then like if they were a replacement for like vermin or parasites, I think I'd like that just fine. And then there's a unique mini boss on the map or whatever it is, special zombie.
I
There's not a
would
bad
rather
mix.
them keep parasites and vermin in the game because I think parasites, as annoying as their projectiles are, I think they fit the game. Vermin, maybe their damage balancing for higher rounds could be attuned, but I
Yeah.
think the only reason that they changed it for that was to make the experience more, like you want the vermin rounds to be, faster because they were really slow
Yeah.
before, but we also want to add a fair bit of challenge into them so that you still have to like, be on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
I like vermins being like a unique enemy type in this game. Like
I'm
definitely
fine
keeping-
with that too. Wait, didn't Jingle Hells come out today?
Today?
Oh.
Is it today?
Yeah, it's
Wait.
it's.
I gotta jump in.
I
I
swear
gotta
to
do
God
some
it
recording
is,
of that.
It might be the
Bro,
19th. It might be the 19th.
I need to die to the fucking
I don't feel
storm,
it's
bro.
yet.
I need to test that. I need to test
It's gonna
that.
be cool to try to do the Easter egg with that all happening. I'm looking forward to that.
But
That's
yeah,
gonna be neat.
In
Yeah.
conclusion of my point, I was just gonna say, I think every map needs a new perk. Like
Yeah.
I genuinely, if I don't get a new perk every map, I'm gonna be a little disappointed.
No, I think we've kind of come to
don't
expect
see
it
there
a bit.
being room for it on the Der Wonderfizz. I hope to God that I'm wrong though, and that
They
we get
can
new
they
perks.
they can extend
Oh,
that
yeah.
fucking menu down, bro.
Just
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not talking about the menu. I'm talking
Oh, on the
about
actual
the
machine.
model. Yes, and talking about the model.
They
On
can
the
just
outside?
change it to the Cold War model, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't have all the perk
already-
icons on the outside.
Does it even
anyways.
have-
There's
Vulture
only
Eight's not
one
on there.
out of order spot left on that Wonder Fizz. There's only one.
Oh, Vulture actually did fill up a slot.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, did it?
I didn't.
And there
know
was
I
that.
only
guess I never
two at
noticed.
launch. There was only 2 out of orders at launch
Wait,
before
so
Vulture came out.
Double tap makes you shoot 2 bullets,
So,
and this is
You
DLC
might get
2.
one more.
Oh,
Yo.
guys, I think I'm
Yo.
on something.
Okay.
It almost
If-
makes too
but
much
if I'm-
sense.
If I'm being honest, if
there's
they
no way,
give
there's
us
no way.
mule kick instead of double tap,
Uninstall
I'm
the
gonna
game.
be pissed.
Uninstall the game. Yep.
I'm gonna be pissed.
I kind of
We
like
already have
mule
3
kick.
weapons. We don't need it. The
I
benefits
don't
of
mind
getting
it,
extra
but I
ammo to
would take
drop from
double tap
zombies. That
more.
was a skill from Koa. We already
Dude, I
have it
can
in Vulture
barely,
8, please. That's
I
the end
can
of it.
barely upgrade 1 gun. I don't need 3.
Or 4.
I kind of want
Technically
3.
4.
I'm not gonna
Technically
lie
4.
with you. Ammo's
Yo,
been an issue for me in the
9,000
past.
salvage times 4.
I want 3
Guys, I love
guns plus that gun
27,000
glitch.
Salvage.
You might wanna-
No.
you might
I pull up the 4 guns. I got the.
You might want to redo your.
Yeah. And if they still kept the melee slot, 5 gun glitch. Oh
the
man,
5
I would have
gun
been
glitch.
making the 5 gun glitch video
Well,
for
Dude, on
YouTube.
Citadel Des Morts, I can have a sword in 4 primaries, bro. I'm
Well,
never running out of ammo.
Wait, wouldn't
I
it
love
be
it,
still
man.
4 weapons though?
Melees can be upgraded as well, can't they? So
Yeah, they
that's,
can.
No, you'd have the
So it'd
you'd
be
have
4.
4 right away.
You
Yeah,
have
four
because
right
the
away
mule kick
with
would give you
mule
a
kick,
third gun,
and then
but then you
but
have the melee slot.
the
so it would
wall
be
gun
4.
glitch.
It would not be 5.
You can do
Oh, it'd be
no,
5.
No, you can get the 3 normal guns, and then when you pick up a sword, it adds it to your inventory, so you can get 4 guns. So if we get mule kick, we can get a 5th. So we have the sword and 4 guns.
Because you can only hold one of those at a time. One melee weapon at a
40,
time. so-
45,000 salvage.
But you wouldn't be spending any
45,000.
salvage or anything on the sword.
Yeah, the sword's fine.
All right, guys.
I think we got all the points across
I
now. Yeah,
think-
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're calling it. The
This is
2
a-
I
hours.
think we
this
could
is
do
a
more,
healthy
but I think
2-hour
it's a good place
episode.
to end.
2-hour
Very
episode of
healthy 2-hour
Wundercast.
episode.
Penguins,
yeah.
otherwise known as Dr. Zombology. You have been great.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. This has
Thank
been
you
blast.
Yeah, no
thank you for
worries.
joining us.
If you guys ever want me back, I would be happy to join.
That will likely happen.
Very
I'm
likely
sure.
to happen. Yep.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
I look forward to hearing your inevitable world's first completion and
Yeah.
all the
Yeah, then we
accolades
gotta
that
talk
come
about it
for
on the
in
next
DLC
podcast, yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
next
I look
time.
forward to it.
Not only
if
because,
me,
like, we
me and
want you
Carpal ever do, craziest fucking podcast episode of all time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it will.
we're just
Guaranteed.
gonna say, anyone watching, we're better than you. Anyone not watching, we're
Whoa.
also better than you.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, well, hey, listen. Literally, no one's gonna be able to say that they beat the Easter egg before us. We'll have that for the rest of our fucking lives.
That is true.
There's only
That's true, but
12
I am
people
the
in
only
world
one
that
who
can
talks
say-
about how awesome I am in podcasts here. So just don't forget that.
Oh, you have not seen the About6 egos. You listen, man.
Oh no.
We pull up the raid report. And I go fucking
Oh my
crazy.
god. Oh my god.
No,
Oh
I,
my God.
I bet you love the door by statistic.
I'm gonna be
Door
honest with you, Penguin.
statistic.
I don't care about your diamond rank. I don't
Dude,
care.
I don't care about my
care.
diamond rank, bro.
I'm just thankful that you're not one of those people who care about red dots. Thank fuck.
Dude, if I gave a shit about red dots, have you seen my last wish?
No, I'm not.
I have 60 clears
But I
in
know
that raid, and
motherfuckers who
like
do, and
200
they
red dots.
make me cringe. They actually make me cringe.
I'm gonna head out and go do other things. Good night, everyone.
All right. Thanks for coming out, buddy.
Thanks
Have
for
a good
coming
one.
out, guys.
Bye bye.
See you later.
Destruction of our headquarters, our research found evidence that contaminants are now infecting the very air we breathe. As such, exposure of some sort appears inevitable for all survivors.
There's much to do. You must listen only to me.
Oh, it's aliens. It's got to be aliens.